Hello, world. I'm Jesse.
I'm Colin.
I'm Dallas.
Joined by our guest, Demi, our guest who's here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the podcast.
And welcome back to Double Tap.
Yeah, it's been a pretty slow week.
It was a slow news
I
week.
think the biggest news that we got this week was that they cast Jafar in Aladdin, and he's
he's hot.
He's very attractive.
See, to me, it's not hot that matters. It's age.
Well, yes.
He's
He's
like
so old.
I looked
He
up.
should be old.
I looked how old he is.
I don't care. You
The
don't look
dude?
it.
He's in his mid-30s. And I mean, I'm
But
assuming
to
they're not going to
me,
make Jasmine much older than
Jafar,
18.
I don't-
How old is
mean-
Naomi Scott, though?
Naomi
Right.
Scott is 24.
See,
They're not old. They're not.
There's
far
not
apart
that much
enough.
of a gap.
Well, but
That
but
line
remember,
cannot be in this movie.
But remember, Jasmine also has to kiss Jafar.
True.
So,
But
she's,
it's
she's
supposed
old-
to be
she's
weird
but-
and disturbing when she
she's-
does it.
She's old enough that she can get away with kissing him on
It
screen.
also,
But they
the
can
thing
also
about it
age
is
him up
the
on
Sultan
camera.
is old, and so it's funny when he says Obi, but
you're
he's
so
so old, right?
But
Well,
if if the Sultan is like 50,
I mean, they
and
can-
you've got this
they
dude,
can age him
to be
up.
fair, Elena Tyrell said the same thing about Cersei.
okay.
So you can have the person saying that be older than the person they're talking about.
Also, that line
But-
doesn't have to be in the movie.
I was
That's
saying,
true.
well,
You
the
can
line
definitely
can't
take
be in the
line
movie now.
out. Right.
I mean, they can. You
Because
just
they're
have
like,
to age
he's
him
so
up.
hot.
Make him
Like, that can't really,
Make
doesn't
him-
have the same
I think
impact.
they're
Make
just
him
gonna take the line
gray.
out.
Give him some gray
so
facial
evil.
hair. You know, you can do it. You can make
Just
him
because you
look
have
Yeah, but
gray
then
hair
why
doesn't
not
mean you're old to me.
hire
but that's how you-
an
that's the
older
stereotypical way of
man?
doing it.
Shut up, Dallas.
I don't know. I don't know if it's.
But you're
I
so
don't-
old.
You could get
So
like
old.
Alexander Siddig from Game of Thrones.
I mean, I don't.
Like,
I don't know
he
what's on
looks
Disney's
old
brain.
enough.
I don't know what they're planning on.
No, they're
doing
planning
with
on
this.
selling tickets, and hot people sell more tickets than ugly people.
I mean, Aladdin and Jasmine were already hot. I didn't need Jafar to be hot.
Apparently
too.
we do.
You didn't need it, but he's in a movie.
I mean, I'm not
so
saying.
he has to be hot.
I'm not saying I
Unless
mind.
he's a villain.
I'm not saying
Even
I
then,
mind
he's still
it.
hot.
He is a villain.
It's just
I mean, Loki
Yeah,
sells
but-
more tickets than Thor, probably.
true.
So,
I agree.
Not because he's a hotter man.
That's true. Well, no.
depends who you ask.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Those people are wrong.
I mean,
I agree with
I
you.
agree with you. But there's a large chunk of the population that
Jafar
aren't.
being hot is very conflicting for me. I'm just like, but why would Jasmine not want to be with
Right,
you?
I'm just like, she's
Well,
actually
see, here's the
seducing him
thing.
at the
I
end.
was
But we
having
discussed
this
this with
conversation.
we
were
discussed
having
this
this
earlier.
conversation, and honestly,
Hot people can
his
get rejected
hotness
too.
doesn't matter. What matters
It
is
wouldn't
that he
for
is
her.
whispering things into her father's ear, and who knows what power he has over the country and over her father and over her.
Yeah, we
So if her rejecting him is connected to, like, she shouldn't be thinking about his appearance. She should be thinking about
it's
his
true.
influence.
We also brought up the fact that Jasmine is also a very like non-superficial like princess. Like she has all these princes who are coming up to her. I'm assuming they're all rich. They're probably all handsome and powerful. And she's just like, I'm not interested in any of you guys. Like she really does look for what's.
I don't
deep down
know,
within.
because was the guy who insults Aladdin, you were born a street rat, you were I don't know if he was attractive so much. Then she
But-
saw Aladdin and suddenly...
No,
The
no, no, no.
Sultan
It wasn't
wasn't
because she
looking
saw
for
him.
attractive.
She didn't like him on sight. She hated him. Because he was another prince who was conceited and pompous and arrogant.
Well, that's
who
the
was
thing.
coming
is
up here
that
thinking
When she
that
saw
he-
him on the street,
attractiveness never mattered.
Well,
as
yeah,
Aladdin.
but yes, but
Then
when-
she was like, ooh,
well,
look at you.
Well, but it was also
I can see your abs.
but it was also a personality thing where she was like, "You're not one of these cocky, arrogant, conceited princes that's coming up to me thinking that they're gonna marry me, and you know it's just gonna go down."
Pretty
Like
cocky.
Also,
American.
he stopped her from getting her hand chopped off. So
that
helped.
too.
That does help.
She was about to lose
Yeah,
that
like
arm.
it's once again. For Jasmine, I believe it's more personality, and I think maybe that's why it's not so big of a deal that Jafar's hot. But
Yeah, I feel like
man,
Jafar being hot is
It's
a
just a
problem
weird
for
thing.
us.
There's a
It's
lot-
not
it's
a problem
weird.
for the movie.
Because I feel like
there's a lot of women out there who are about to be Team Jafar.
it's kind of like the Beast in the new Beauty and the Beast. We're like,
He was not hot enough to be the Beast. I'm sorry.
well, I think he was too hot as the Beast.
Oh, as the Beast.
Yeah, I was
okay.
like, you're not beastly
as,
enough.
as a human, I was like, you don't quite have the Beast human.
I mean, he looked like the cartoon.
no, he didn't.
Yeah, he kinda did.
No, the Beast in the cartoon is way prettier.
The human
What?
version, right?
I say
You
that-
are insane.
I
The
say
human
this-
version
I
looked
say
like
this-
Michael Jackson
I
in his
say
later
this
years.
as like a girl who had a crush
Look right
on Beast when he turned into a human after when the movie was over.
You're
He's
crazy.
Prettier.
In the cartoon, he is okay.
He's prettier as a human.
In the movie, Dan
I
Stevens
mean,
is fine.
I'm not gonna say that the Beast is like the prince I would have chosen. Like I've said, Prince Philip was the
That's
prince.
not
I
the
chose.
question.
The
on
one with the
table.
least
But-
facial definition.
He was pretty.
Sure.
He was very pretty. Probably because he has less facial definition. He's very
Just
pretty.
2 dots on his face. That works.
He's a very pretty man.
You
So
don't want it
is
to look like
Prince
Squidward. You don't want that
I don't
much
know.
facial
That would.
definition.
I can see.
But
Squidward.
yeah.
That would be
Handsome.
horrible.
But since we're talking about Aladdin, this was a conversation that was brought up in our group chat when we were discussing this casting. Was are they going to put Naomi Scott in the Little Red number?
Boy.
Oh yeah, about that.
So, the way I stood on it was because Disney's kind of finicky about we can't
Sexuality.
put Princess Leia in the gold bikini on any merchandise anymore. I don't think they're gonna do it.
I mean, I wouldn't do it anyway. I mean, that's been done to death with Princess Leia.
Well, I mean, just talking like selling.
I think
merchandise
it
and
is
stuff.
comparable though, but just because this is essentially
It's a similar
Aladdin's
scene.
version of because she's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
In an hourglass, trapped.
Right.
Although it's not
And then turns
a
it on its head.
bikini, like I think it's
Yeah,
more
she's got
doable than a
clothes
gold bikini. Like she has
She has
like, her
pants
hammer
on.
pants on.
Her hair and
See,
pants
I'm wondering
on.
if we're even gonna get the blue outfit that she wears throughout the whole movie.
I think it'll be
'Cause
blue.
Even that's pretty. I'm
Well,
sure
they
it'll be
could do-
blue.
So I saw something about that on the internet that they have changed Jasmine's costume in Disneyland
They have.
They
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, you said
to,
that.
to cover more.
Yeah.
So they could do that.
I still
But,
think they
like,
could do a
still
crop
blue.
top. I just don't think that like she's basically wearing a bra.
Okay, this is gonna
in
get
the
weird, but
cartoon.
at Disneyland there is a rule that the women dressed as the characters must be under a certain cup size. Otherwise, the dads start having more fun than the kids do.
Well, Naomi Scott
I was
has
gonna
already
ask.
commented on her cup size for Power Rangers. So
Well, they gave her her own.
I think for the
no,
sake
that's
of,
the thing.
Boob armor,
she
so-
was saying when the armor comes out, it's like a lot, and she's like, but when I come out of the costume, it's not much.
So
different.
it might be based on that. How much?
I mean, I think that
is
they could.
there.
I still think they could do the crop top and the pants. I just don't think it'll be as extreme as it is in the.
There's
film.
also just transitioning it from cartoon to live action inherently makes it less child appropriate.
Also, with this movie, it doesn't work the same way as Beauty and the Beast because live action Beauty and the Beast was PG. Was it?
Yeah,
Sure.
some would say so.
I think a live action Aladdin has to be PG-13, just because
Really?
of like. There's a lot of things that back in the day a PG movie could have all this stuff, but like
praise Allah.
no, but like the guys chasing him with swords,
Okay.
all the bondage, the like, it's a little touchy. With,
You mean like when he crashes into the brothel?
Yes.
Oh yes,
You
I
remember
forgot
that
about
one?
the brothel.
Yeah, so like this is, and Disney has made PG-13 movies.
true.
All the Pirates movies. are
Although they
PG-13.
also snuck robot hookers into Guardians too.
also PG-13.
That was PG-13, but
So I don't
No,
think they're gonna.
was it?
Guardians
PG-13,
too?
yes.
Oh, Guardians 2. Sorry, I thought
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
Guardians 1 also.
To be fair,
I thought-
that's a different movie. The first Guardians has a joke about a blacklight and semen. So
Mhm.
like, these are different properties.
But I'm saying like, think about the Pirates franchise. That's based on a Disneyland ride.
But
That's
those
a PG. They didn't even make a PG movie out of that.
Those are dark though. They're darker than I think Aladdin's gonna be.
It's like Yo Ho Yo Ho or Pirates Life for me.
Guy
And
Ritchie
there's like
is
little
directing.
puppets dancing.
No, I'm saying the movies are dark. The movies based on that ride, they made them inherently dark.
Oh, you don't think this is gonna be dark, like at all?
I think it'll be a little dark.
Because didn't someone
I think it has the
maybe
same
I'm sorry.
tone as the movie.
say that the genie's gonna be like scary or something?
No,
No,
I said
he
I
said he
wanted
wants
that,
it
but
to
then
be
they cast Will
Right.
Smith, so I don't think we're
No,
getting
no.
that.
Maybe not.
But the Cave of Wonders used to be very scary to me when I was a kid.
That's
Right, that
true.
thing eats a man.
And then it tries to eat.
But then Jafar also used to be dark and scary. Now he's handsome, so I don't know.
It could still be dark and
He
scary.
can still be dark and scary and handsome. Tall, dark, and handsome. Here for it.
We haven't talked about this, so we can talk about the other casting of Aladdin and Jasmine now that we're here.
Naomi Scott. Well, we kind of talked
We
about
did talk about
Naomi
Naomi
Scott.
Scott. I don't know anything about the dude. playing
Naomi
Aladdin.
Scott. Oh, I don't think anybody does.
I don't think that's. I
He's
think
like
that's what
he's a
they're going
newcomer. I think the biggest thing he's ever done is Jack Reacher.
All right. Well, that was a short conversation.
for. Wow.
I mean,
Glad we brought it up.
all he's done is Jack Reacher. Naomi Scott currently is really well known for doing Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
Kids will know her from Lemonade Mouth on Disney Channel. She did Terra Nova, which me and you both enjoyed.
I forgot she was. Well,
She's-
enjoyed. Is a,
We
relative term.
we both enjoyed it for the time it was on.
enjoyed the pilot.
I don't think you even enjoyed the pilot. You didn't even start liking it until later on.
When they brought the evil birds into it, that's when I kind of lost.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
saying-
also a very talented singer.
That's
Which-
good. That
I-
helps.
we-
That's
that would
Yeah,
important.
help.
I own
Well,
like
that's
Because I
good
know
for her.
Emma Watson's got nothing
I'm
but.
more concerned
crap.
about him.
I am too.
She has
'Cause
one
doesn't-
song right now.
Hopefully she'll have two. But yeah, I
Hopefully.
own most of her music.
I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna cast a guy nobody knows, I assume he can sing.
I assume
Because
he's,
what's the point of casting someone not
Unknown.
famous if they can't even sing?
I assume
Yeah.
he's gonna be.
He's probably a singer that like
I
they
hope
found
so.
somewhere. It's like, oh, you can sing, be allowed.
He's Egyptian.
Yeah, you know, he's
Cool.
Egyptian
Brown.
from Canada.
I assume
Egyptian from Canada.
He
He's
is
a Canadian
brown.
from
he's
Egypt.
brown.
And then Will Smith as the genie, which I'm excited about. 'cause
I
it'll,
love it.
It'll have the same energy
Yeah,
as
for it.
Robin Williams. I'm not saying that it'll
See,
be
that's.
it won't be as
had this
great as
conversation
Robin
already.
Williams, but the energy.
We did
will
have
be
that
there.
conversation on the last
Yeah.
week, so I just bring it up again. That is why I'm worried because they have similar energy levels. I don't want it
I
to
just
be.
wanna
I
hear-
don't want it to be comparable where people are bashing Will Smith because he's not. As
There's
good.
no
They're
way
going
you're
to.
not gonna compare it.
You
That's my
could
problem.
if you changed it up enough.
You
No,
can't,
no,
but
we
people
still
will
compare it.
still complain.
Yeah,
Here's the thing,
but,
People will
you
be like, "No,
don't
he's too dark. He's
change
not the
it-
genie."
but if you got like,
See, exactly.
let's
If
just
you-
say like Tom Hardy played. Just bear with me.
Oh,
say
God,
I
that
know. Let's
rumor.
just say, but let's say he played
No.
the genie and he was like a Tom Hardy-esque genie, and
Bane?
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think people would bash Tom Hardy as hard because Tom Hardy is hard. because you're not obviously not
It
expecting
wouldn't
him
be hard
to
on
be
Hardy.
as funny or as whatever as Robin Williams
Fine,
was.
Dallas.
Whereas Will Smith, I feel like by being Will Smith is putting that on himself,
I
or
don't-
they're putting it on him.
I mean, I feel like
the
no matter
way
what, you're
I
gonna
feel
get
like it goes one of
comparisons.
two ways. If he's like Robin Williams, if he goes for that type of character, they'll bash him. If they change the character, they'll bash
The
the
character.
It's true.
You
So
You're
you
gonna
can't
bash
really
him
win.
either way because he's not Robin Williams. It's
Yeah.
like when
But Heath
Leto got
Ledger.
cast as the Joker, everybody bashed
I like how we
Leto.
both went to Joker.
Yeah, and
That's
it's not
funny.
even
Okay,
even if
that's
he wasn't
different,
bad.
though, because Leto was also insane.
But
Like,
okay,
the
no,
Joker's
no, no,
insane.
no,
He should be
but
insane.
Heath Ledger
No.
was very different from Jack Nicholson, and he was different enough that he didn't. He still got compared to Jack Nicholson, but because he was so different, he didn't
But
get
there's
the
a
hate.
very big
But there are
element
so
here
many
that
Jokers.
Jack Nicholson doesn't have that Heath Ledger. and
Now
Robin
there
Williams
is.
No,
At the
but
time, there was Jack Nicholson and there was Mark Hamill. And that was
okay, but we're
basically it.
talking more than just movies, though. Like, there's
Mark Hamill.
a lot of Jokers. Like,
too. Caesar Romero.
Sure. But again,
But-
yeah, same thing. Jack Nicholson was very different from Cesar Romero. And that's why these Jokers have worked, except for Jared Leto.
you know, I think we live in a current time where no matter what you're gonna do, it's gonna be compared.
Maybe.
We live in
But
that. We live
I
in
feel
a-
like
People
yeah.
compare
I feel like
things
casting
to
Will
everything.
Smith didn't help that at all.
But I think he'll do a good job. I actually am excited to see
I'm really
what
excited.
a rap version of a friend like.
But see,
this
yeah, that's
is
the other
gonna
thing.
be
Is
like.
when was the last time Will Smith was the Fresh Prince Will Smith? When was the last time he was the Will Smith that we all remember from our childhoods?
That's
Because
why
Will
I'm
Smith
excited
now
about-
is very, even as Deadshot, he's very low energy, very mellow.
But
Will
that's
Smith lately.
That's Deadshot.
That's
Like, if you
Deadshot.
watch him do
I know,
an
no,
interview,
I know. I'm just saying.
And we said all these things.
Even
last
I know we did. I know we're rehashing a lot.
We're
Even
just
Men in
gonna
Black
use footage
3.
from the last podcast.
We could. We just inserted it. Even Men in Black 3. It's like he's not.
Men
that-
in Black 3 was not a well-written movie.
It was
Maybe
not,
he
but
didn't need to be. I feel like perhaps he
I feel
took
like he
this
was.
role on
I don't
because
think-
he wants to get back to that.
I don't think it was
Maybe.
good. Just like, not to say the movie wasn't good. I enjoyed it enough, but it wasn't as
Sure.
good as like Fresh Prince. But like the scene where he's like jumping off the thing and he's doing his goofy little scream.
Yeah.
That's Fresh Prince. Like that's
Okay.
That's 90s.
I'm
Will.
not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying it's been a while. So on the
Yeah.
one hand, I'm excited that maybe he gets back to that. On the other hand, I'm like, can you still do that?
I'm pretty
It's
sure
been
he
a long
can't.
time.
I think directing will also play a big role in that. And Guy Ritchie.
Mm.
Tell us what you guys think about.
What do you guys think
all
about
the-
Guy Ritchie?
all-
Because
Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie has made 3 good movies.
Well, not just Guy Ritchie, but just in general about how this Aladdin thing's working out. It's
Will.
a lot of people are nervous.
Smith.
So.
I have a thought about Will Smith.
You're
What's
not
that?
on camera. Come
What's
get,
up,
come get on
Jordan?
camera.
You don't. You can.
Oh Lord. Hi guys.
Jordan had a thought.
Wild card cameo.
Hi.
This is wild.
He kind of produced it.
Will Smith?
Fresh Prince.
That's true. He did produce what?
So literally, him on that show was him being Will Smith.
That's
So if you're watching like his talk shows when he like on talk shows and
Yeah, that's
stuff,
him.
he's literally.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
But
Will.
is that still
So-
him?
Yeah.
I feel like that's just naturally him. So like
hope so.
I feel like with it going out,
Go watch the
that's
Suicide
just gonna
Squad
be
interview.
him.
I'm telling
Sure.
you. Watch the video where we talked about.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's been a while. Let's see if he can still do it. I feel
Thank
the same
you,
way about
Jordan.
Bad Boys 3. Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye,
Go back to your
Jordan.
show.
Appreciate you.
So yeah, but on top of Aladdin, there are a few other live action movies that we've got going
We do.
for Disney.
We have one about lions.
We do. Lion King. They also
Do you think
just
they're going to make Scar hot? Like, is he going to be now like a big
if
buff
he's
lion?
playing Chua by Chua.
I mean, there's a certain subsection of Disney fans who are really attracted to Kovu.
Nala.
Yeah, but Kovu was hot. though.
Kovu was hot.
didn't
Scar
want you
is
to be one of
supposed to
those
be. Scar is supposed to be like a scrawny kind
you,
of like.
you say that, but I am in that category of people.
I figured
Yeah.
at least 2 of
I'm
you.
just going based on what Demi has said about Kovu.
Yeah, listen,
And
you
he
said
was
Nala, okay? When we were at the
Nala
beach.
had them sex eyes.
There was a definite scene where they draw Nala with sex eyes.
Yeah, they
that's weird.
Put a lot of effort
That's
into
weird.
making Nala hot for at least one frame.
But
That friend
that
they
was,
tried.
that
It
was
weird.
the other pretty big news this week was
I
Chiwetel
appreciate it.
possibly being in talks to play Scar.
I don't know about
Oh
that.
yeah.
I'm
I
excited.
love
I
Chiwetel.
like it.
I want him to play, but I want his voice to be like the operative in
But
Serenity.
is that Scar? I don't know if I want Scar
I
to.
think so.
But you're saying
It's a
is
very
that-
different Scar.
Well, you're like it's a very different Scar, but at the same time you said you wanted a very different Genie.
But because Genie, I'm like, I don't think you can replicate Genie. I think you could replicate what Jeremy Irons did with Scar. Obviously, he was
can.
fantastic, but you can do it.
You can make that Scar again.
I can see it happening in my head. Robin Williams is on a different level where I'm like, that is probably the greatest voice performance in any animated anything ever.
Like no one's gonna do that.
Yeah, no
Like,
one
I
can
think you
top
could
that.
do Scar, and I don't know a lot about Chiwetel on Serenity. Is it?
Serenity.
Yeah.
So
He's a villain in that.
from I've
he's
seen him
fantastic,
villains.
but-
I've seen the end of Doctor Strange. I've seen Four Brothers, and
Yeah.
he's a fine villain, but he doesn't have that voice. Like on camera, he's a commanding presence. He's a great villain to watch.
If you took
To
just
listen
his
to it,
voice.
like
Right,
listen
his
to
voice
his like
is not memorable.
too many
Well-
sorcerers and all that. It's like you are doing this well, but you don't
Yeah.
sound scary.
Maybe, but I feel like the operative is like a good example of what I could.
Even the
he's
operative's just
menacing.
whispering the whole time.
He's menacing though.
He
He's
is,
so
but
menacing.
again, I don't think that's his.
And
I
you
think,
guys,
I think his
I mean,
performance
camera,
is good.
I mean, camera presence as well. They are filming this
That's-
technically.
Yeah, I'm sure the motion, because they're mocapping
It's
it. The
mocapping
motion
it.
capture, I'm sure, will be great. The facial expressions will be great. It's just the voice. I'm like,
Yeah, because like
the power, because that's why I liked when we thought it was gonna be Hugh Jackman. I was like, okay, I can see that, because Hugh Jackman does have a powerful voice.
I didn't even
what
really
that
like
does.
that. I think I'm super picky about this because Lion
As
King's my
you
favorite
should
movie.
Lion
be.
King is
As
my
we-
favorite.
as we have
I'm
every
extremely
right to
picky
be.
about Scar just because like I grew up watching this movie as often as possible, and like I have a specific Scar, and they didn't get him back. That's fine, but get somebody with a comparable voice because he could do a great job, motion capture, all of that. But like it's like in Jungle Book, if Idris didn't sound like Idris, all of Shere Khan's movements, they would have been
Right.
intimidating. But his voice made us scared. When he talked,
Nope, can't talk about
I'm
it.
not talking. I'm not saying it.
are you gonna?
Nope.
No, he can't do it. We
I'm
have
not saying
we signed in
anything.
9.
But do
we
you
signed
remember?
an NDA.
However, I
so-
will say originally I did want Benedict Cumberbatch to play Scar. That was my first thought when they first announced they were doing a live action Lion King. I thought
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch was somebody whose voice
we
could
did
potentially.
fan cast this originally.
You wanted
My
Smile?
thoughts have changed recently
Yes, of
about
course,
that.
they have. We
For
can't- we
reasons
can't
that-
say why.
For no reason whatsoever.
Anyway, you were saying, Dallas.
Yes. For the Jungle Book that everybody saw. Yeah.
It just
did a great job. When he's talking, some of the lines he doesn't even need to be doing anything. Like when he's with the wolf pups, he's just sitting there, and his voice is what makes you scared.
Right.
You think, oh my god, he's about to murder all these wolves. Yeah.
Gave
You
it
know
a
what a man
name.
is capable
I
of.
think Chiwetel could pull it off though.
I don't
Does he
know if
have
has
any
the voice.
bass to his voice at all?
Because here's the thing, in Four Brothers he does, but it's a different kind of bass.
It is. It's a rasp.
it's
It's
a-
not a bass. It's a rasp.
It's a Denzel Washington and American Gangster
Sure.
type of like.
Right. And I think
Or
if
Training Day.
Chiwetel
Like, that's a
could play
different kind of
anyone
film.
in this movie except for Mufasa and Scar. Those are the two. I'm like, I can't see.
Yeah,
it.
I would give.
I mean, we'll see when
He
the
could play
movie comes
Simba,
out.
young Simba. He could play young Nala, and I'd be like, cool.
Speaking
Mufasa
of
and
Nala,
Scar.
which we still don't have a cast.
We don't, but we
don't.
do have a rumor.
The rumor is Beyonce. I'm not behind that at all.
I'm
She
okay
make
with
a better
it,
Sarabi.
although I think she'd make a better Sarabi. But
Yeah, I could see that.
I can't see her as Nala. Gugu Mbatha would make a great Nala.
she would.
I'm sure she would, yeah. Also,
Malaya
this is
actually-
I want
Malaya
everybody.
suggested that one.
I want everybody to be African.
My dream cast
Shout out to Gugulutu.
was Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, and we got it, so I'm happy.
That's true.
Yeah.
You did do
I
that.
He's
did,
the
it was
one that,
great.
like-
He's the only person who can play
And,
Pumbaa.
like I say this every time we talk about it. Like I want the Lion King cast to look like the Black Panther cast, but Seth Rogen is Pumbaa. So he can make. It's
Also,
not-
Leslie Jones as Shenzi.
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
a
what we
good
said
one
the
too.
other night.
I
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah, we had this discussion.
Also,
in the car.
I think it'd be
Well,
okay if we
conversation.
still had a Mexican playing Bonsai. I know you want everyone to be black, but we can have some Hispanics in there too, if that's okay with you.
I
So
mean,
Michael Pena as a Bonsai, literally just for
Just-
racial profiling.
I want
he's
this
like-
to. I want this to go up before
Sorry.
the casting announcements for Lion King go up, just so we can see if we were right.
It only takes us about 6 months to edit all our videos, so hopefully by the time we
I also
put
want
this up,
Charlton
the movie will be
Copley
out by the time we put
in
this
there
video.
somewhere.
Really?
I know you do.
And I wanted him for Zazu,
Zazu.
but I think John Oliver is going to be a great Zazu.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
I
for
wanted
that.
Charlton Copley.
He could be one of the hyenas. He could be Bonsai or Shenzi.
Charlton Copley.
Yeah.
I feel like if that's
or
the
Ed.
case,
He could
want,
be Ed. He'd make a
be a
great
great
Ed.
Ed, but
He's
I
so
want him
good
to
as
have
Ed.
more lines.
They can make Ed talk every once in a while.
You got to just have the head nod and the laugh.
He can have he can have some of Bonsai's lines.
Okay, yeah, give him some of Bonsai's line.
If you order this service to go, there it goes.
That's what I want.
You know?
I want Charlton just. I want free fire Charlton Copley in the savannah.
What do we have here, Shenzi? A couple of trespassers.
I want that so bad.
I'm so happy I could pull that off. I never tried to do a Charlton Copley impersonation until this moment, so I'm proud of myself.
I don't know if
Oh my
anyone
God.
has.
But yeah, so that was the other casting announcement.
That was the other Disney live
I
action
mean,
casting.
we still haven't gotten any Mulan news though. I think they're filming this
We've
month.
gone a little bit.
Not
yeah,
casting news.
Not casting news.
We haven't got any casting
I'm
news.
concerned about the news
And
we
I'm-
have gotten.
and
I almost don't want to hear it at this point.
I'm pretty
like-
sure
What
that
was the
production
news that
starts
we
this
got?
week. It's not going
Mulan's
to
a
be a musical.
Jedi. That too.
Also that, like, I'm,
Honestly, I don't need the movie to be a
just-
musical.
I don't
I'm
need it to be a
afraid.
musical either.
Like, it has one of the greatest Disney songs of all time.
You just don't want to touch that.
But-
Just don't.
All I want the musical cue when she decides to take her dad's place.
That's fun.
Oh, that's one of my favorite musical cues of all
That
time.
is
Just
really
that
good.
transition.
I loved about that when you said it, I automatically could hear
Yeah.
it. I was like, oh yeah. This is-
If we have that, I'm good. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but I don't-
not having Mega Man out of you is.
I don't need it to be a musical, just because
It's
I
gonna
feel
hurt a
like
little bit.
if you did it, like it would not match up to the music.
I say we have that one. It'll be like Jungle Book, where we just awkwardly have Christopher Walken show up and say things.
Yeah, so like,
Gonna make a
No,
man
it's okay if they
out of you.
if they want
I
to do
need Make a Man
Mulan.
out of you.
Let's
That's
get
the
down
one song I need.
to
To
business.
If they want to do
Defeat
if
the Huns.
they want to do Mulan the way
Good.
that they did Cinderella, where Cinderella was not a musical in any way, shape, or form, but it was a really great movie.
Sure. And they
I'm fine with
incorporated the
that.
music into the soundtrack, the score.
Yeah, into
bit.
the score. Yeah, and it's also in the end credit scene.
So you just want like the music in
That
the
could be-
background.
Yeah,
right?
that's fine.
That's fine. I'm gonna sing it in the like in the
Yeah,
theater.
we're all gonna be humming it.
We're all gonna be humming and trying not to sing the song.
All of us will be
And
singing
you know,
together.
no,
like,
there's gonna be a,
"Let's
you know, there's gonna be a line drop in there where like, what's the dude's name that sings the song?
Shang.
Shang. He goes up to Mulan. He's like, let's get down to business. You know,
Well, wait,
I'll make a
speaking,
man out
that's
of
gonna
you.
be in there.
Speaking
I'm
of
gonna
that,
make a man.
going back to Aladdin, I saw its post on Tumblr today. Somebody was like, if the genie does not make a Fresh Prince reference when he's talking to Aladdin,
yes.
this movie is not worth it.
Here's the thing.
The freshest
There has to
prince.
be the scene when Aladdin asks him to make him a prince. If it doesn't happen in that scene, I'm walking out. Like,
You know, it'd be
I don't-
great.
'cause that's the
if
scene
it,
that
okay.
has to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm like.
So you know in the cartoon
I'm
when he
done.
asks that, he like changes him 17 times into different
Yeah.
things. If one of those is like the 90s Fresh Prince
Yes.
outfit that's like the
The green hat, the
yes,
pink shirt.
absolutely.
If that doesn't happen,
Yeah,
I'm
man,
leaving.
that's the fresh. See,
Or
the
can we
Fresh
have no?
Prince.
Okay, I got it. During the song, "You Got a Friend in Me," one of the shots is of the genie sitting on a chair that's just slowly rotating
Yeah.
upside down.
You mean never had a friend like me?
What did I say?
You got a friend. You're gonna turn him into Buzz Lightyear and just
He
fly.
could. All the Disney movies like making other Disney
Randy
references.
Newman
Why
just
not?
pops in.
Randy.
That's what's gonna
It's
happen.
Christopher Walken. You got
Oh,
a
yeah.
friend
Yeah.
in
No.
May.
So
Christopher Walken.
Mulan's coming. Dumbo's coming.
They're making Dumbo.
Tim Burton is
Burton's
making
making
Pretty
Dumbo.
sure I've
Oh,
seen
I
that
heard
movie
about that.
See,
exactly
I feel
once.
similarly to Tim Burton as I do to
But it's got a
Will
great
Smith,
cast.
and also Ron Howard in the Han Solo movie, which is a different topic. But it's been a while since we got a good Tim Burton movie.
But it's got a great
We had Frank and
cast.
Weenie.
Who's in that?
Ava Green's in it.
Okay.
Michael Keaton's in it.
Okay.
Will Smith is in it too.
No, Will
no,
Smith,
he
he
was.
was rumored.
and
He
then
dropped out. I feel like he dropped out, and then they were like, "Hey, come do it."
Yeah, I think that's what
be the
happened.
genie.
Honestly, give me.
I
And
did
Aladdin.
see at D23 they had a statue of Dumbo and what he's gonna look like in the movie, and I did like that. I like the look of
Oh,
Dumbo.
I didn't see
Mhm.
that.
I thought it was excuse me. I thought it was a screenshot
Oh,
of the CGI, but no, apparently it was a statue.
yeah, no, it's
Which now I'm wondering, are we getting a practical Dumbo?
that'd be interesting.
Would be.
The cast is Ava Green, Michael Keaton, Colin Farrell, Danny DeVito,
Oh wow.
and like I feel like that's a great
Fucking
cast.
Danny
so.
DeVito.
Like Danny
I'm
DeVito's
sold.
gonna play the exact same character he played in Big Fish.
I have not seen Big Fish.
Oh,
Big Fish is a fantastic.
that's Tim
movie.
Burton's best movie, and it's one of my favorite movies.
That's
of all
true. It
time.
is Tim Burton's best movie.
So about Dumbo.
Although that's controversial.
Dumbo came out what, like 1940?
I'm gonna
It's
say
a
50s.
really old movie.
It's a really old
I'm
movie.
gonna go with the 50s.
Classic Disney.
So there's some things that like we can't
Okay.
we can't have the crows. You guys remember the crows in Dumbo?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Let's take out Jim Crow and his
See,
friends.
that's why Will Smith.
1941.
Yeah.
I thought it was yeah. I thought, it's a
you're
really
okay.
old movie.
Wait, so you don't want Will Smith as the Crow?
I thought he was gonna play Timothy.
That could be cool.
I don't remember a lot of Dumbo. I remember these races as crows and the
Those
elephant
are
fly.
pretty darn
Well,
racist.
he had a fat
What- okay,
mouse friend.
What is more racist, the crows in Dumbo,
Or the cats
Indians? Oh, the cat,
Cats
the
and
cat,
Aristocats.
the one cat in
in it.
Aristocrats.
The one
No,
cat
so-
in Aristocats.
Huh? There's
There's
two racist
We
cats?
are Siamese.
No, that's Lady in the Tramp.
No, that's not even Trump.
Really?
Aristocats is.
Those are pretty racist too.
Ching chong ching.
Oh.
Yeah, he learns
That's-
Jing Chong Tung. He says, "Fortune cookie, always wrong."
Yeah,
That guy.
that one.
But no, I was gonna say the crows or the Indians and Peter Pan.
I don't
Wow.
think there's a more racist. I think it's just racist, and we leave it.
It's just
Let's leave it
racist.
at that.
It's
Base
just
racist.
I mean, the Indians in Peter Pan had a whole song.
They did have a whole song devoted to them. Well, so did the crows, but not devoted to
I don't
them.
remember the crows that well though.
No, they were singing "Never Sing an Elephant Fly."
Sure
So their song wasn't racist.
Oh.
Well, other than it was.
now,
them singing
now I
it.
have a better idea. Now I'm remembering the crows better.
But yeah, let's get away from racism.
Yeah.
Get away from racism.
Let's get away
Are
from
we-
that.
Speaking of leaving racism, are we just gonna move from Disney to
Let's
something
talk
else?
Well,
about
we can talk about
Black Domino.
we can talk about the racism that's going on in the comments about Domino.
Domino.
In Deadpool too, guys.
Oh my God, there's a picture of Domino in Deadpool, and it's
We were supposed to look
I
up how to
do
pronounce
have
her name.
one
cool.
very big complaint. It's a pet peeve of mine.
What is that?
Her diamond's not a diamond.
What?
What?
Diamond override. It's supposed to be diamond shape, right?
Oh.
I don't think it always is. I think sometimes it's just kind of
No,
like,
Because it's
sometimes
kind of a blob
Sometimes
on
it's
her
just a
face.
I
blob.
think sometimes it is like amorphous.
I've always seen Domino as like She has a very distinct, sharp
Oh,
diamond.
no.
This one just kind of looked like a random
I've seen a
birthmark.
lot of photos where she just
Google
has.
Okay.
a lot
I'll
of-
Google some things. But
Okay.
yeah, there's a
And you-
picture of
2 promo photos.
Great
the,
picture.
the actress playing Domino,
Both of them are fantastic
Z Beats.
photos.
and it's pretty much everything I wanted when I found out she was cast. You know, aside from like, I wanted the white and black, but you know, black and light is cool too.
Back
Hey,
and
but
light.
remember, if we go back to the podcast before when we were talking about Deadpool, I said they'll just reverse it where she's gonna be black
Yeah,
with a lighter
little bit.
lighter.
Which I thought you meant
Circle.
they were gonna make her like the color black
Oh.
with a white
I don't
eye.
think you can do that.
No.
I don't think that's allowed.
I mean, you can do it with her. You can't do it with like
Only
a
with
white
that
actress.
character.
Mm,
I think only that character would be allowed for. Yeah, no, I called that in
You did.
2 podcasts ago. So
You did.
yay me.
And that happened, and I'm excited.
But I
She looks
love
great.
how much you learn about the character, because I'm actually not that familiar with Domino. I know she exists. I
Mm-hmm.
have a base understanding of her. But you see so much about her character in that picture where she's lying on the Deadpool rug. Like, everything you need to know about her is in that picture. Which is, and her relationship with Deadpool, what it's going to be like
She's a
going
badass.
forward. Yeah,
She's
I can't wait to...
mega bad.
Oh wait, no, it can't be a diamond. It's a domino.
That's the
It's
thing.
a spot.
Dominoes are
Is it a spot?
spots.
Yeah, it's a spot on
I
her
thought
eye.
it was a diamond. Okay,
Yeah.
let's delete
I think
what
there's
said.
somebody with a diamond, but it's
Who
not
am
her.
I thinking of?
No idea.
No
That could be
idea.
anybody.
But yeah, no, when I saw that picture, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Listen, that girl makes me want to go natural. Okay, her hair is phenomenal in that picture. I love the
pretty
fact that the spot on her eye looks like it could be vitiligo,
Mhm.
which is an actual like.
That's why I said it looks
skin
just kind of like a
mutation.
birthmark.
Yeah, it looks really awesome. The eye that has like the spot on it is a different color from her other eye, so she's got heterochromia. Like it's such a good
Question,
picture.
in the comments, what is the explanation for the eye? The dot?
It's in a mutation
Is it?
I
It's just part of her...
assume because her skin is white, like Joker
Yeah, it's like
white.
Joker white.
So I
Because
assume
of
that
her mutation.
all of her skin has something to do with her mutation. Although her powers are completely unrelated to like.
Well, no, I thought it was
Colors.
about luck.
The
Oh, well,
So
no,
I'm saying, like, what
it's-
is it? Yeah,
the-
her powers are
yeah,
luck
no, I knew
based.
that one.
But like,
It's
I
luck
don't
based,
get
which is what she's
why
like,
that
I
makes
don't
you
know.
white.
I don't know why that makes you look like a
Great video
domino.
online.
If you
for
white, you have
Superpower
good
Beatdown.
luck.
Joker
So-
and Harley Quinn versus Domino.
I have
and
seen
Deadpool.
that.
That's a
That
good
was
one.
fun.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, Domino looks fantastic.
She looks good.
The actress is fantastic. Just very excited.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so
And
excited.
I'm wondering
Domino.
how they're gonna do her powers because
How do you like physically like?
I mean, there's a way
I
to
mean,
do it. She
Scarlet
can
Witch,
pretty much.
they pretty much just changed her powers.
Well, yeah,
I don't want
well,
them to do
I don't
that
wanna do that.
because we don't want just Domino to just be
Just be a
moving
Jedi.
things with her mind. But she can just like touch something. 'Cause-
She changes luck.
yeah, have you seen Jinx from the Teen Titans show?
I am Jinx from the Teen Titans show.
You don't- then you can give yourself good luck. I think.
Okay.
But
And that hasn't happened, so.
yeah. but Domino can pretty much just make things happen the way she wants, and
Those powers have always
work.
given me headaches. Anytime you see a character in a comic like her powers are probability manipulation, I'm like,
Yeah, it's a
just give her lasers to come out of her forehead. Like, come
it's a
on,
way to
man,
say
don't
you
be-
can do kind
Another
of
way to
whatever
say
you
we're
want.
running out of ideas.
Listen, luck is
within
gonna go
reason.
your way.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it's gonna go your way.
I mean, she's an assassin, so I think she just hits a lot of her shots. Like, oh, I was gonna
Fair.
miss. Never mind.
Cheating.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's cheating.
So it's like wanted.
I don't think she's gonna do that, but she
Oh, sorry.
can. if she
It's
wanted to.
more like she goes like that, and then it's
And
like,
the bullet
oh,
does it on
no,
its
it
own.
doesn't by
Yeah.
itself.
Oh, okay.
It makes more sense this time. Probability.
How is she has powers?
But yeah, that one was awesome. But I don't want them to do anything like they did with Vanessa. And
Do you think she's going to develop her powers?
Vanessa?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I feel
But
like she's going.
what I was telling Colin off camera.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's relevant. The first time that Domino was introduced in the comics,
Mhm.
it's actually Vanessa pretending to be her.
Oh, that's fun.
Because Vanessa
Okay.
can't shapeshift into other people.
Copycat.
So, yeah, they see Domino. Turns out it's actually Vanessa because the real Domino is somewhere else.
Could do that.
So, they could do that in the
See,
movie.
I feel
Maybe.
like the problem with shapeshifting is if you introduce a character who can shapeshift, people are going to be confused and think she's Mystique and like, how's that work?
well, as long as she's
you
not
can
blue,
make it
Here's the
look
thing.
different too.
Well, the problem is she is
Mystique
blue in
has
the
a very
comics.
distinct
We don't
look
have to make
her
Vanessa blue,
transformations
though.
It's
with
too
the blue
late.
scales and everything.
Mm.
So if you do a different effect,
Also, Vanessa has already been established as a character.
that too.
So,
But the X-Men also exist in Deadpool's universe.
So she could
They do,
develop
but
her
if we-
powers.
change her back to Vanessa, they'll be like, oh, you can shapeshift too. Like,
Unless
it's a simple
she's
fix.
actually Jennifer Lawrence pretending to be Vanessa,
Good
Lord.
pretending to be Domino,
No.
No.
and then it
Please
turns
no.
out she's
No.
I don't want
actually
Jennifer Lawrence
Rebecca Romijn.
No,
anywhere
Whole time.
let's
near-
not. Do
I like
that.
Jennifer
Deadpool
Lawrence, but it's okay.
Miranda
I like
Lambert
Jennifer
is a
Lawrence in
lovely
everything
person.
besides-
I don't like her
That's-
Mystique,
yeah.
and I don't want her anywhere near these movies.
I don't blame her. For
I don't think
Mystique.
she
I
wants
blame-
her anywhere near these
I-
movies.
I don't think anybody does.
I blame the studio.
Let's
for
keep
that
her
one.
out of it.
Do we think we're getting any more X-Men in this movie besides Colossus
No.
and Negasonic
Teenage
young
Warhead.
adult Warhead at this
No,
point, right?
which is
Well,
why I
you know.
don't consider these X-Men movies.
Well,
It
it's
might.
leading towards X-Force because Cable's
is.
in it, Domino's in it. I think
I'm guaranteeing Hugh Jackman's going to be in there somewhere.
he must be.
I'm
Probably
pretty-
just as Hugh Jackman.
I think he's just going to be as Hugh Jackman, but he's going to be in it. Not a paper taped to his forehead. Like
He's just gonna walk in.
he's going to be Hugh Jackman in there.
It's gonna be fun.
Go fuck yourselves.
And he can say it as much as he wants because it's
He
rated R.
can because rated R. He can finally do it.
But yeah, so I
Speaking-
think we might get Vanessa's powers. I think she might.
Hopefully.
I would love it if
Terrific.
we got some X-23 in there. I know probably not going
We're
to.
not.
But
Oh,
I just
no.
want X-23 in something again soon.
Soon. Maybe
Before
soon.
she like hits 30.
Speaking of superheroes, DC
As
is
we often
also
do.
doing. We do talk about superheroes.
all
We
we
like
talk about.
That's our thing.
superheroes.
We are those people.
I like certain superheroes.
We are.
I like the good ones.
Me and Dallas one day will sit here and talk about comic books. Today is not that day.
Today.
It's not
Well, it might
this
be.
day.
I mean, we are about to talk about a Teen Titans TV show,
We are about to talk about the Teen
Bring
Titans
it.
TV show.
which they released the casting announcements for that, and I could have sworn the characters were going to be older. They released.
Was it casting announcements or just what who the characters are?
Well, that's the.
I don't think we
Oh,
got
sorry,
explained.
not the casting announcement. Sorry,
Yeah,
they
like
the
the
casting
line-
call.
Like who's
Character
in it?
description.
They announced the
Yeah.
they gave out the casting call, which I thought they were going to go for older because Dick is going to be a cop
And he's Nightwing.
and
already.
he's Nightwing already.
Then you can't call it Teen Titans.
Wait, but then
But I
how-
don't think
think
they
it's
are
just
though.
called
They're
Titans,
just
to be
calling it
honest.
Titans. That's right.
No, it's only Titans, but Raven's like 13.
This is my issue. Because this is the same thing I felt about when I watched Young Justice and Zatanna shows up. And she's like one of the young ones.
Mhm.
Because she's younger than Robin, Wally.
Which is weird because she's supposed to hook up with John Constantine eventually.
Yeah.
That's like her character
that's
love interest.
problematic. Also, she's in the Batman animated series, like, you know, doing the whole fishnets thing and all that.
She was in Smallville,
She
Yeah,
was.
like
As
Zatanna's
a
not supposed to be
grown-up.
a little kid. And now it's like
played by
we're making
Inhumans Medusa.
Raven a little kid, but Robin is not a kid, and it's like
I'm okay with
there are
changing it
ways
up.
to work on. Like, yeah, you can mix it up, but it's just not.
It's
What I
weird,
wanted
and I'm curious as to
myself.
what Jeff Johns is doing because he is one of the writers on the show.
I mean, yeah, you can make it work. Like,
You know
'cause-
who we're not getting?
we're not gonna.
Cyborg.
No, we're
Which is another thing that sucks, but you know, he's in the movie.
yeah, no.
He's
They,
in the movie.
Although they haven't shied away from making two versions of everybody else.
for the record,
Only Flash.
for the
Like
record,
Flash, Superman.
Oh, that's right. They did do Superman.
For the
But
record-
that took him a minute.
hold on. For the record, the
For the
girl
record.
who has been cast as Raven, her name is Tegan Croft. Which,
Croft.
when I saw it, I was like, "Are you related to Lara Croft? What's happening here?" But yeah, she's like.
is fictional.
Well, but I didn't realize it was a casting announcement. I just saw Tegan Croft, so
Is
I
that
was
that's
like,
a character?
yeah, I was like,
I
wait,
don't think-
what?
I don't think she's a DC character.
But I mean,
She could be.
she's playing Raven, and she's like 13, which yeah, the age discrepancy is weird. I don't know. I just think it's weird because Raven. I'm so used to Raven being the same age. It's like,
Everybody.
Listen, all I know
well,
is
we
that
don't know how old everybody else is gonna be now,
It's not like, are we gonna make like half the team really young? Because
and then half the rest of the team like adults.
Beast Boy and Raven, I think should be around the same
they
age.
could do the Young Justice thing, where it's like here we have the older team,
Yeah.
and then we bring in a newer team.
But you don't
and it's-
start your
but-
first season like that.
I mean, if you're starting it with Nightwing, you can. But it's just like,
Like,
why would you have a team
so
with
is
grown man Nightwing
The DC
and little
movie
girl
universe
Raven?
is doing
Is
it.
Nightwing their mentor?
Yeah, that's weird because like
I don't know.
Because
in the comics, there are older Titans who lead the younger ones,
Like
but
you- But
they
Raven's not
usually
one of
start-
the little
like,
ones.
Yeah.
because when you say Titans to me, like currently right now, I think okay, we've got Dick, we've got Garth, we have I think Donna Troy is
Oh
in
yeah,
that
Wonder
one.
Girl.
Yeah,
She's
Wonder
in
Girl's
this
in
one.
it.
Yes, yes.
One of the Kid
I know
Flashers.
her.
is
Roy's in it,
oh yeah,
and Wally, the original Wally West, is in it.
yeah. Red
Those are the Titans right now in the comic books, and then Teen Titans is like Damien.
yeah, the younger ones.
There's the younger ones.
I think Slade's daughter's somewhere in there,
Yeah,
one of the-
I haven't read.
Slade.
I haven't read Teen Titans yet.
and like
So when you say Teen Titans show,
you?
I think okay, fine.
do.
Maybe
Do you?
Dick is a
do.
It
kid,
won't be Ron Perlman.
and like that cast
No,
or
but it
the
might be
current ones
Joe
in the comics.
Manganiello.
yeah.
But
It's very possible we're not.
but
Sorry, we're
Titans.
having two different
Yeah, we
conversations.
are.
Yeah,
Stop.
Let's put this together.
But Titans. When you say Titans, which is what people are calling the show now,
Mm.
I imagine older. So
Yeah, it's weird to have a grown character and a child character, and they're on the same team. If it's not like Batman and
I was
Robin.
gonna
or
say
something
Batman
like
and
that.
Robin have been doing it for years.
but that's like a hero
But that's the
sidekick
thing is like
relationship.
Robin's not in the
team.
Justice League. He's not in the grown-up team. I don't know.
Okay.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Iron Man, Spider Man.
I mean, I guess we'll get a better.
Iron Man's always.
But
That's
then you
not
have
a
other
team.
members
Spider-Man.
of the team.
Yeah, that's not a team.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Like
But-
when you say Batman and Robin.
I'm gonna wait till I
that's
see first footage.
that's
Anyway, back to the conversation
adult
we were having.
sidekick.
What was that?
What was that?
I
Slade.
do want Slade and I want Deathstroke. It's very possible that we don't get Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke in the new Batman movie, since they're starting from scratch on that.
And Joe Manganiello is
Manganiello.
I looked
And
up how
it's
to
Giacchino, I think.
pronounce it when Magic Mike 2 came up.
Do we know
because
how to
I had
pronounce Michael Giacchino yet?
No.
Giacchino?
I've never had to announce
Giacomo?
his name in front of an audience of people.
Giacchino?
before.
Jalapeno?
But I mean, even if they did, you could do Deathstroke in DCEU and in this new
They could.
TV show.
I just wish they
But
would stop.
that's too many Deathstrokes.
I wish they
'cause
would
we got
stop
the Arrow
making two
Deathstroke.
of everything.
Well, the thing
That
is-
would be 3.
Wait, my
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
because we already have a Deathstroke.
Hey, he was great.
and we have Monty Bennett. Yeah, Monty Bennett's great.
What was the other?
Arrow.
So if we
not
have,
so much.
if we got Manganiello as
Well,
Deathstroke
it could be
in this
Monty.
show,
It could be Monty Bennett, because we don't know if this Teen
it's gonna be
Titans show
tied.
is
I mean,
tied.
it could be. I'd be cool with that too.
Because I think it's the same producers.
He just needs a better costume because that Deathstroke costume is not good.
I
That
don't
was a Party City costume.
It was really pretty bad. That's why they took him out of it as often as possible.
For
he
the,
looks cool with
for
the
the
outfit.
record, I would prefer this show not be connected to Arrow in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, whatever. But
Oh no, because that's complicated. Because if they connect it to Arrow, then their Wally is the Wally from the Flash, because that's the same universe.
Oh,
finally give him something to
It's
do.
really messy.
That is really messy. How many Earths are we going to be dealing with now?
So many Earths.
And they said there's 52 at least.
And then on top of that, they have animated series that are also connected to the Arrowverse.
I
Vixen.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
like Vixen. They also have them playing like
And Constantine too, don't they?
Constantine,
So
and
messy.
they brought that back in for the Arrowverse. The Ray is coming out soon, which I am
The
not going to
what?
watch.
And don't forget, we still have the DCEU, and
Oh.
then we have the TV show Krypton, which is based on the DCEU, which is connected to DCEU.
No.
And then we have Gotham, which is connected to nothing.
Let me down.
Gotham doesn't.
And then there was
WB, please.
Supergirl, which was not connected, but now is
And they mixed
connected.
Black Lightning is not connected.
Black Lightning is going to be connected.
Black Lightning is currently not connected.
But it's
it
going
does
to be.
not need
Black
to be.
Lightning is completely
Please don't
going to be connected.
Please don't.
Absolutely going to be
Oh
connected.
my gosh. But like, WB, please help us. What are you doing? Please let us know. I would like to know.
I want a Static Shock show.
Black Lightning. They want to bring him onto Black Lightning.
There you go.
That could be your
That'll
spinoff.
work.
Put all the Black Lightning characters.
All the
Black
Black
Lightning show.
Lightning character Storm shows
I'm
up.
excited. I'm ready to see China and McLaren players.
Does Wally West count as a Black Lightning
He
character?
does run and
He
Maybe
has
he has
lightning,
the
yeah.
speed for it.
just gonna
There
run
you
into
go.
it.
Just
Yeah, no. WB
pretty
TV.
cool visual.
But no, you haven't heard the Ray yet? The Ray is their next animated TV series
What is that about?
where it's if we lost World War II, so all the superheroes are Nazis.
Oh, dude. What is going on?
I was
with
like,
the
I'm
alternate
sensing a
history?
theme.
But literally everybody from like the Arrow team, like Stephen Amell, Grant Gustin, and Melissa Benoist, they are all playing their characters on this animated series.
And
What?
Oh,
Anyway, moving
Close
away
and-
from that.
let's move away from Nazis.
Stop
you
talking
keep
about
going
racism,
to
guys.
Racism and Nazis.
God.
That's the
Listen,
theme for the
it's
podcast.
not our fault that the media decides that this is what they want to do. We've
Let's talk
got
about something that makes everybody happy.
Let's talk about something that can never be racist at all. Michael Bay.
what? I don't know. Did you see Transformers 2?
That's the joke.
You
Thank
ruined my John Cena transition.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your John Cena? Rewind. Dallas has an awesome John Cena transition.
Well, don't build it up like that. It's not that great.
Well, now we gotta hear it.
I hate you.
Oh my god.
Colin. Let's talk about something that makes all of us happy.
Let's do it.
John Cena! Insert music.
I feel like Dallas is generalizing when he says all of us.
Yeah, he is. I know.
John Cena is a wonderful man.
I have no
Literally.
emotion. I have no
so much as
emotional
it makes
connection.
me bemused. But
Those memes make me happy. See, hearing his
Well,
theme
yeah.
song makes me
Are
happy.
you sure?
yeah,
about that?
I would agree with that.
Like, someone says John Cena and I hear the theme song in my head,
Yeah.
and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think we can use it.
So
copyright
the reason
reasons.
why we're bringing up John Cena is because he's going to be in the new Bumblebee movie,
That's
right.
Twitter,
the
if we can use
Transformers
the,
spin-off.
the Michael Bay. See, I had a transition too.
Yes,
Which I
you
feel
did.
like that's fine because I feel like he's gonna do what The Rock did. Like, all right, wrestling. I'm
But is he?
That's what
If he's
wrestlers
starting
do.
with a Transformers movie?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna
Listen,
tell you a
Rock
thing.
did like Race
start-
to Witch Mountain.
No, but he started
No, he started with the
King.
Scorpion King. That wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, that
No,
was
but it was
not
based
great.
on a better franchise.
Okay, it was based on.
It was a
Okay,
franchise that
franchise.
people liked at the time.
Here's
Before
the thing though. Like wrestling is pretty much an audition to get into real acting.
Well, here's
and
the
the ones who
thing.
are good, like The Rock, they stay. But all of these wrestlers have done movies.
Here's the
Not
thing.
all of them are The Rock.
Do the majority of people dislike Transformers? Honestly.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
most of them do.
I don't
Dislike?
think
You don't
that's
I think
really
most
ever
Americans
hear-
do.
You don't really ever hear anything good about a Transformers movie when it comes out.
From regular people or from critics?
I don't think I've heard
Critics are
anything.
from
Regular people.
I don't think I've
they
heard
have a,
Internet at large.
they have a target audience.
I don't. Yeah, they have a target audience.
Because
I
there
don't
are
think,
Yeah, the
5
target
movies.
audience are frat boys.
I don't think it's the
So
general.
I'm sure the
audience.
frat boys like it. But
I
Right,
don't.
like we don't hang out in the same
In
circles as
fraternity
people
clubs?
who like the Transformers movies. And you know, not to insult people who like Transformers movies.
I mean,
Stop it.
No, I'm Listen,
But they have enough of an audience that they made
They're
5
making
and
money.
they're not done.
because they make money, it doesn't mean that they're good.
People
and
have to
honestly,
watch
every
them,
time
Jesse.
people are watching, but every time they come out, people hate them.
Yeah, I've
A
never.
good amount
Heard,
of people hate them.
I've never
They
heard
do-
any of the general population be like,
Never
"Oh
heard-
my goodness, Transformers."
Yeah, I've never
That's
really heard
good.
anyone.
You love to hate.
You guess?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, here's the
You
thing,
guys
because
can't speak for
we hate the movies. Did
Okay,
any of
I
us
don't-
go and watch the 4th one in theaters?
No.
No, but everyone
Right.
else did.
That's the thing. We hate the movies. We don't watch them.
And honestly, I
there are
probably
enough
would
people
have
who don't hate the movies that
If I
they're
wasn't
going to watch
broken
them.
almost at the time.
We all watched the 5th one because we had to for that
If
review.
you-
that
No,
Jesse
who's
did.
we all? Y'all.
We all watched
Stop
it because
generalizing, Dallas.
The thing is, getting John Cena was probably a very smart move because if I wasn't gonna go see the Bumblebee movie, well, now I'm gonna see it because I want to
Because
see what
John Cena's in
does.
it?
I'm not.
Okay. I mean,
Well,
sure.
yes, you are. You're probably gonna end up seeing.
But
it
see,
when
that,
you
I'm not
watch
seeing
that
it.
it.
doesn't
Wow.
make. It's the same thing with. Why am I blanking on names today? The chick who's in the Bumblebee movie that we love.
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld is in the movie, and that doesn't make me any more excited for the movie either. I
And
love her,
Haley
but
Steinfeld is very talented.
I just feel sad that she's in the movie. Like, I
There are
almost feel
certain casting
bad.
announcements where you're just like, I feel so bad. Why are
Yeah,
you
I
in
almost feel
this?
bad that John Cena's in here. I'm like,
When-
your career's gonna die.
When they announced Lily James was going to be in
Dead on
Mamma Mia
arrival.
2, I was like, oh god, why?
Yeah, I
You
don't-
can do better.
Look at John Cena's cinematography. I don't think it's.
You mean it's filmography?
Filmography.
Listen, he was on cinematography.
He was in
He was
Trainwreck.
on
I heard
Trainwreck, and
Trainwreck
he
is
got
good.
great
The movie
reviews on that.
sucks.
Really?
That's not what anyone else says.
Well, you said the same thing. You said everybody hated Atomic Blonde, and that's not the case.
Most people are hating Atomic Blonde.
Who?
It has like a 70.
Internet.
It's got like a 70%
No,
on
it
Rotten
doesn't. It's
Tomatoes.
7 out of 10 on IMDb and
Every
70
review.
on Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
mean,
What do you
one, Rotten Tomatoes is a terrible scale. Two,
Sure.
70% is not most people hating
Yeah.
it.
It's
that's-
certified fresh.
I
That
haven't
is-
seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
no-
either.
That is 3
I wanna
people
see it
out of
still.
10 saying it's bad and 7 out
Right.
of 10 saying,
It's a
all right,
good
let's
score.
go.
So you telling me most people hate something or like it doesn't mean anything to me because you're guessing.
Should we look up the
Look
Transformers
it up then.
score?
Go ahead.
Well, scores don't mean anything.
Well, no, I know most people hate Transformers, or a good amount of them do.
A good
but
amount do.
there are people who like them.
There are
Enough that they
there is
make
enough.
Anything.
all the money.
There's enough people who like them.
So much money.
I mean, is there really anything more to say? John Cena's in a Bumblebee movie,
Okay, here's the thing.
and all of us don't like
This movie
Transformers.
is
Also-
going to be silly, and I'm okay with it.
I just want his theme song to play on Bumblebee's radio.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, I'm
it
sure,
will.
yeah.
I would be willing to
Well,
have
that
money.
is he playing John Cena in the movie?
No,
I
Because he
don't
did
care.
in Trainwreck, right?
no.
Did he
Just
not?
a
He
big,
played a character.
He had a
weird
character.
guy.
They can still play. Bumblebee can switch through the stations trying to get his voice, and that can be one of the things that plays for
Okay,
5 seconds.
sure.
To be fair, the movie plays place in the 80s.
Is
so
Bumblebee
probably
still
won't
not going to talk?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
want
Because he's
Bumblebee to
gotten
talk.
his voice
Well,
back
we
like
did mention earlier that
times
maybe
already.
John Cena is playing Bumblebee.
We don't know. He's playing the
He's
lead.
the male lead.
Honestly, that
I mean, there
might
are
make
male
me
leads who
more
are.
interested
If John Cena's
if
playing
John Cena was
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, because at least that's something. It's
He's so
interesting.
weird.
That's one like it's at least there's something to the movie now that gives.
John
Give me
Cena
a
is
second
something
thought.
to the movie.
I'm glad that you guys are all amused. I don't care.
I mean, that's the thing is I don't care. But if they said John Cena was voicing, at least we get to hear Bumblebee talk for the third time.
Here's the
wanna hear him
thing.
talk.
I'm probably going to have to end up seeing this movie because of this channel.
Yeah, you are. You are.
So I'm going to take anything I can.
I'm just gonna let you guys go see it and do the same thing with the Transformers review, where you guys explain it and I go, "What?"
What Transformers review?
It's-
That was a fever dream. And
the
that's
first
okay.
thing I said is that we all have to see it for the review that Jesse never made. But
My fault.
I forgot that was
you were
never.
responsible for that one.
Guys, there will be a lost review one day posted of Transformers, and you
We
guys
have a deleted scene.
There's a deleted. We have a deleted episode.
Yeah.
You will one day see it. I forgot about that. That's funny.
We'll post it like right before the Bumblebee movie comes out, and it'll be like.
That's
The
perfect.
You know,
last-
like honest trailers, we always do like a trailer for a movie that's
Yeah.
related
So
to
we have to call it the lost episode.
Sure.
It is officially the lost episode. That's wow. I forgot that was a thing that happened.
On that note,
Wow.
let's get away
Wow.
from Transformers.
I think that's it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Slow news week, like we said.
Yeah. It's been. I mean, we talked. A
Good amount.
lot.
I mean, we talk.
We
a lot,
always talk a lot.
So that's fine. Heard it here
So,
first.
personal question of the week, which is what we like to do.
Take it away.
I
You started it.
I guess
Finish
I'm
it.
asking.
Take it
So, all of us are, I think, are pretty avid readers. I don't know what Dallas's reading level
I heard
is
someone
like.
say once that only avid readers use the phrase avid readers.
Congratulations, I'm an avid reader.
That's probably true.
So,
Yeah.
so the question,
Someone else uses the
the
word
question is, yeah, the question is, what books would you like to see adapted into films or re-adapted into films
Yeah.
for those of us who have had issues with book adaptations in the past? I'm gonna say that. Should we say that comic books are included, or are we just going for
I'm going to
novels?
say book. I'm
yeah,
going to
let's
say
stick,
novels.
let's stick with
Novels,
books.
just
Books.
novels.
I'm
just
saying
books.
novels.
Real
I'll take
books.
80% of my answers out there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
Wait,
Gonna
but
get
that
you
would
laughing.
have added like 50 answers onto mine. So.
True. We don't have all that.
We don't have all that now.
So,
Go for it.
Oh,
Go for it.
well,
I asked the question, and somebody else.
all right.
Answer the question.
So, my first, if we're saying like that hasn't been adapted yet, one of the ones that I would like to see adapted is Artemis Fowl.
Dang it,
Yeah.
Supposed to do that.
Disney's supposed to be doing
Immediately
that.
took my
Haven't we heard them supposed to be doing that for like 10 years
But,
now?
Yeah,
but they had a
supposed to
producer.
be.
Robert De Niro was supposed to be producing it. It's still supposed to be
Does Robert De
producing
Niro
it.
still produce things?
Yes.
Robert
still
De Niro's
alive?
Still alive.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure he has doesn't he have a movie coming out on Netflix or something?
Actually, he does. It's one
I
of
just
those.
assumed
He
Bad
does have
Grandpa killed
a
him.
movie that's going to come out that's supposed to be one of those movies that like
It's supposed
makes
to be amazing.
Netflix take over the world.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Robert De Niro was supposed to be
Robert De
producing
Niro
it
inherited Black Don't Crack through
through his children
yeah,
and his
so-
wife. No,
That's how it works.
That's not how it works.
That man
that's not how the Force
is gonna live
works.
forever.
No, but no, I agree. I would love to. I've never read all of them. I've read a few,
Yeah, I read-
like intermittently, but I do enjoy
I think
them.
the first 6.
I read 2.
I like the
I
first
think I
three.
read 2, 4, and
How many
5.
books are there?
There are
There's
okay,
like
so
6 or
there's
7.
the first one. There's the Arctic Incident. There's the Eternity Code. There's the one with the demons. There's the Opal Deception.
Oh, I
like
read that
you.
one.
There's the Time one, and there's Atlantis. So I think there's 7.
Okay.
So
I
when you say you read
6
the
or
first
7.
6, you read
I
all
didn't
of
read
them.
the last one.
I think I read 3 and 5, and
Because
I
once they
owned
hit like
another
Opal
one.
Deception, it got weird, and I stopped caring as
The
much.
last one was cool.
Was it?
I liked it.
I should read it.
The cool thing about the Artemis Fowl
They
books
started
is that
weird.
you really don't actually have to read them like in order. Like I read one of
You
them and I really
don't.
understood like what was
You-
happening.
well,
and I
I've
understood
you
never read
need-
the Artemis Fowl books.
You
I got
can't
another
read like Opal Deception without reading like the first one or two.
too.
Really, because I read Opal Deception and I thought it was great without reading
Yeah,
the other
it
ones.
doesn't. You don't get a sense of who she is and why it matters that she's back.
Maybe that's a good point.
But they talk about it enough. They talk about why
It's
she's
been
upset.
years
I've
since
never
I've
met.
read them now. So
You ever
since
read
I
any
read
of
that
I have
one.
not, no.
Yeah,
But those would be a great.
those would be fun.
I'm really,
That
Disney's
world is
supposed
really
to be doing
interesting.
that one. Disney, what's up, man? Get on Artemis Fowl.
It'll come out after Avatar 2.
That's fine.
I just want to see an Irish character take a lead role.
Hmm.
Because I don't know how many.
Not a lot of redheads in the movies.
Yeah,
they?
like if
He's
they
not a
have
redhead.
one, it's
He's
what,
not?
Colin
I don't think Artemis
He
Fowl.
has black
Colin
hair.
Farrell is our
Is that straight from
Oh,
Hannah?
that's true.
straight from who?
Also, yes,
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan.
Her.
Are we
Oh.
sure that's how you pronounce the name?
That's how you say that name.
Yes,
Yes, I think so.
I have literally
Sarah
once
Silverman.
again
You looked it up?
researched her name because I had to say it in front of people. I didn't want to mess it up.
I looked up Gal Gadot so many times before I figured that
I
one out.
looked up Saoirse Ronan's name
For
before
Brooklyn?
for Brooklyn.
I'm still not entirely sure how to say Denis Villeneuve.
Okay, move on.
Anyway, yeah,
So that was
Artemis
your
Fowl.
choice?
I think Artemis Fowl is probably my choice because it's just that world. I remember just being so much fun.
It's fun.
It mixes magic and technology in a really fun way,
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Does do
and I
that.
would love to
Totally
be able
does.
to see it.
It would be
Read
cool.
it. Fraud.
Read it.
So you said there was another one you had if you were to readapt one, right?
Well, if we're readapting like it's already been adapted, I think Demi and I have the same answer, which is the Percy,
Percy
Jackson,
Jackson.
series.
Which
I
we literally
am
were
okay with.
discussing right
Love
before.
that series
My,
so much.
my little sister just got into that series.
It's
the
so
book series.
It's because I love Greek
she's
mythology
obsessed.
as a child.
Such a good
and
series.
this is like, oh my, it's just so.
You let
good.
me borrow yours. That when I got into them in high school, I think he let me borrow Sea of Monsters, and I got sick one day.
Oh, those books.
I went home and I read that entire book in one day.
They saved
Is
my
that the
life
gun
on a
day?
road trip. Like, ooh,
Was that the gun
The
day?
No.
King- I like the King Chronicles more.
I have not.
I haven't read those ones
Yeah, I
yet.
read those ones.
I do
should.
like Egyptian lore.
They have
They were
a black
older.
kid, and they're both. half
Taylor, do you
black,
want to get on
half
camera?
white.
You're a part of this now.
So the way that Percy Jackson is
You
Greek
have to lower yourself.
mythology. So the way that Percy Jackson
Lower?
is Greek.
Lower yourself.
Not your voice.
The way that
The way
Percy
I see it
Jackson
is.
is Greek
one of them?
mythology. The King Chronicles are Egyptian,
Yeah, they're Egyptian. Yeah.
and
fun.
they follow a half white, half black teen siblings.
All right, you have my attention.
Right, and
I
the
really
boy,
like
the
Percy
boy
Jackson.
looks like he's
Well,
black,
that
and the
doesn't
girl.
happen very often.
Colin has found on
So
his
the
own.
boy looks like he's black, the girl looks like she's white, but they are twin siblings. And the mom dies in the beginning,
Yeah.
and the girl is sent to her mom's parents who are in London, and the son stays with their father.
Michael B. Jordan
who's
and
an
Kate Mara.
archaeologist. And so they have to deal with that. And honestly, I love them so much more than the Percy Jackson novels because it's a bit more personable because it's two siblings trying to go through the world.
I think one of the great things is, first off, Rick Riordan. How do you write so many
Oh my
books
God,
in that
he's
span of time?
the way
So
that he
much
wrote
books.
the black son, I'm not a boy, but as
What?
a black person, oh God, I'm not a boy.
Kale,
That was fantastic.
Dallas, that's your fiance.
we gonna
but
get
as
Now we're getting flagged. Yep.
but as how he wrote from from the view of a black boy trying to get through life, I absolutely loved it. It's like
But,
a person
like,
who knows.
Also, like, he writes so many books.
I love him.
Like, there's like one Percy Jackson book a year on top of a Norse mythology book, on top of the Egyptian books, on top of the Apollo books.
amazing.
How? How are
He's
you writing all of these?
You're an amazing person.
You are. Congratulations on being awesome and writing all those books. I don't imagine
Yeah.
how you have the time.
I'm still working on that one script I started 10 years ago.
Dude, I'm still working on the novel I started at
So that was
17.
fine.
Like he writes like a book
But
a
yeah,
year.
I want
You can't.
that to be real. But see, the thing is,
Bye, Kayla.
We want
I
a TV
don't-
show now,
That's
though.
the thing. We were talking about it. For that, I want like a freeform or like freeform
don't do CW.
TV show
No.
because they're teenagers and they're gonna be
you want
teenagers and they're
Aryan
gonna be
people?
melodramatic.
Shadowhunter style.
And I want it
Shadowhunter style.
because that's something where you could adapt his writing and the humor and the drama of it really, really
And
well.
also, like, just the little character details that there are for Percy and, like, all those characters. Because each chapter is, like, from a different person's point of view once you get to Heroes of Olympus.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, you just get to learn a lot more. And then we can have episodes that are, like, based on, like, here's this point of view for an entire episode. Look, we're
I love
in,
that.
like, we're in the underworld. Okay, great. Now let's go here. We're, like, in Greece. Like, it would be awesome. We have to do a TV show, Colin.
I'm down.
Sorry, Jesse. We might be leaving your Harry Potter show to do our own Percy Jackson
Oh,
show.
that's fine.
Uh,
We can,
That's what we're doing.
Listen, if
No.
I
I can take all the
hang
stuff
out
I
with
disagree
But
with.
also,
No.
I feel like the Percy Jackson books, aren't they all? I think they're connected to the.
Don't tell the internet about my Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Fully, it's like
I feel like they're all in the same universe, though.
at one point they're like, why do we only stick to this side? And it's like, because the other side belongs to a different
Yeah,
different
yeah.
god.
Well, that makes sense because in the Percy Jackson books, the Greek
there we
kids.
go. We have an entire cinematic universe.
We
All
do.
right.
We got there, guys.
The Greek kids
This is
are
how
all in New York.
every studio meeting has gone for the past, like, 8 years.
8 years.
There we go. We have a
There
cinematic.
we
universe.
go. Ah, cinematic universe.
Yeah, the Greek kids are all in New York, and then all the Roman kids are in the Bayside, the Bay Area in California.
Oh, is that what they are?
Yeah, they're in the Bay Area.
Oh,
they're in San
okay.
Francisco.
Didn't realize
That's
were
why they
across
don't
the
come
country.
together because they're across the country.
Ah, gotcha.
And they're not supposed to go to the ancient lands. Yeah. There we go. Percy Jackson, though. Me and Colin are going to do a TV show.
All right, let's do it.
Percy Jackson and then
Sounds
Heroes
cool.
of Olympus.
I know my little sister has gone really obsessed with them. The books are addicting.
Have
I've
you
only
read them?
read parts of them.
You need to.
If
I
you
should
want
probably
to,
sit down and read them.
Talk to
Because I know
me.
my sister was so obsessed that she actually got upset at the portrayal of Ares in Wonder Woman when she saw it.
Oh. Well, yeah,
Because she's like, that's
Well,
not
no,
Ares.
that's not.
he's a
He's not Ares in
douchey
the Percy
biker.
Jackson movie either. So that's why we
No.
want to redo them. Those
Ah.
movies are not the books. at all.
The movies are not the books.
They're good for movies, but they're
but they
not.
could be.
the
All right, we
books.
should move on.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
Jesse.
Yes. As an avid movie watcher,
Mm.
I
Only
have some-
avid movie watchers say avid movie watchers.
I think so too.
No.
That's how you know
No, we
I'm a
don't.
That's how
real
you know.
avid movie watcher.
No, that doesn't work for movies.
Congratulations.
Thank you. As a cinephile,
There you go.
I have
cinephiles
seen-
say that.
Creepy.
some of my favorite book series transition into movies already.
Mhm.
The most popular book series of all time, Harry Potter, made into a great franchise. Second most popular book series of all time, Goosebumps, made into a
What?
good
Dum,
movie.
dum,
Yeah,
dum, dum.
Goosebumps is the second
It's very popular.
best-selling
Wow.
book franchise of all time.
Okay.
Made into a movie.
Didn't know
Pretty
that.
good movie. I enjoyed the movie.
No,
The
I'm
third
surprised.
most popular book series of all time is Animorphs. Where's my Animorphs
Really?
movie? Yeah,
Do you
Oh my
want
god,
a
that's
movie?
amazing.
I want a movie. Yeah, a series of movies.
He wants to make them though.
I do want to make them.
They're so
However, whoa,
A book just came.
this is how much of an avid book reader I am. They literally fly at me.
Books have just
They
come
just come
flying
to
towards
me.
us.
Surprise.
Now we have so many Animorphs books. This is how you know this is my place, because of all the books we're talking about, I'm the only one that
Alright,
actually
yeah,
has
You're
books.
just a horrifying.
One thing.
Right? They're so scary. I love
I
it.
at
don't
this.
want
Yeah.
you to make these movies unless you have unlimited budget. Just
Oh,
for
no,
this.
Yo, absolutely, I
Just
agree.
for this.
However, no, okay.
Because if you get stuck
Here's
at the
the
pinch
exact-
point here, if I have to freeze frame on this, I'm done.
What?
I'm not doing it.
That's just Benedict Cumberbatch. It's fine.
No. Here we are.
Look at it. It's Benedict Cumberbatch
I'm
with
not-
ears.
You know how I feel about Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm not commenting.
Oh, I'm starting to get there with you.
Hi, Benedict.
Anyways, I think it'd be a fantastic
I think
book
it's a good
series.
actor.
And I do want the budget. Okay, now here's the thing. I came up with this idea a long time ago. I was like, this would make great movies. However, this is like back in the early 2000s. Like, I don't think it can be done. We have had Narnia. We have had Jungle
Jungle
Book.
Book.
Yeah, all these movies, Planet of the Apes, have come
Lion
and
King is
shown.
coming out,
Lion King's probably going to show too that this can be done.
and you can do it with motion
Now,
cap.
here's the question: Do you want to? Do you want to just do?
There
Animorphs?
was an
We'll talk
Animorphs
about the
TV
TV show,
show.
yeah.
I mean, do you want
There
to do?
remember my sister watching.
There was an Animorphs TV
I'll bring
show.
it up. Like, what, Colin?
Like, do you want to just do Animorphs? Do you also want to do the Hork-Bajir Chronicles? Do you want to do the Vista
Okay,
book? Do you want to do
here
the
is my
Elements?
grand
Do you
plan,
wanna
right?
Do...
I think if you break the series down, there's 5 big chapters where the story shifts. So I say a series of 5 movies.
Okay.
Because that's not a weird thing at all anymore.
Okay.
So you do
Power
5 big
Rangers.
series. In between the movies, we have like smaller budget TV specials that come on in the way between, and then we can do the Hork-Butcher Chronicles.
Okay.
We can do the Andalite Chronicles. We can do the Alternamorphs or whatever. The Trip to the Dinosaurs. Why not? You know,
Adapt the Elemist book. I don't know how you do it, but do it.
not my favorite.
I like that book a lot.
You would. That seems like that's not like an insult, but it just seems like a you kind of book. I didn't like him being demystified. I liked him when he was just like this
See, if
all-powerful
anything,
being.
he was more mystical because at some point he blows up and then just becomes like consciousness and then assembles
that
a
was weird.
body out of planets.
Yeah,
He makes a body out of planets.
That
That's
sounds like
amazing.
something he would enjoy.
it does. Yeah, I mean, maybe you can do that one. I'll have you in charge of that one. I mean, yeah, I mean,
Call
the David trilogy. That would be cool. I don't think we'd do an actual movie about that one. Have you read these books?
I read these books. One of them.
See, this
Remember
is
the- oh,
I've
one
read
of
like
them. You read
one.
a book.
Right, I
I
read
read a
a book.
Hey, you guys get to sit back.
The
and look
lizard.
at
Yeah, I was gonna say me and him get to sit back.
But doesn't it just sound like it's teenagers who discover that there is an alien invasion going on Earth, a secret invasion, if you will.
Uh-huh.
One alien,
Yeah.
a good alien. It's a war between good aliens and bad aliens. One of the good aliens finds them and says, "Hey, before my people can get here and save you, you're going to need to fight this fight on your own. And since you're the only ones around, you kids, you're going to have to do this fight. Here is some power to turn into animals, and or Benedict Cumberbatch, so that you can fight. You can't win. It's not enough power to win. It's just enough power to survive until my people get here." And that's basically what the series is. It's a war that they know they're going to lose eventually, unless help can arrive. And there's so many twists and turns. There's very dark, mature moments in it. I think it could be fantastic. It's tailor-made to be a movie.
He has-
Teenagers with superpowers fighting aliens. Guys,
He has every book of this series in this studio at this moment
do.
in time. To
Okay,
write
can we
this
just
I
fire
don't
series.
like the first one.
I'm missing... No, I have the first one. I'm missing book 14.
Oh.
He knows exactly
That's
which
a
book.
shame.
I do. There's a gap on my shelf. It bugs me. But I have 2 15s, so it makes up for it.
Okay.
This would technically be a readaptation. Readaptation?
Adaptation? Readapting?
Another one.
Yeah.
Where,
Readmission.
because we had the... a
Readmission.
redo, because there was a TV show.
A reshoot.
And it wasn't bad. A
A
reshoot!
reshoot!
Ah!
Go home.
Roll
Yeah.
credits.
The podcast is over. Okay, so it's a reshoot. It would be a reshoot.
Yes.
TV show was pretty good. But the 90s were not ready for this kind
No,
of,
the
those
90s
kind of
weren't
effects.
ready, but it was a good
But
show.
we are now. We are ready. Even a TV show could probably do it today, but I do definitely want the Hollywood budget for that. Especially towards the end of the series where things get really big and epic. My tooth hurts.
Game of Thrones style.
Game of Thrones style, yeah.
So, yeah.
As far as an actual proper readaptation, you know where I'm going with this.
Aragon.
Aragon is another one. It's tailor-made to be a movie. There are some issues in that it's essentially Harry Potter following the story beats of Star Wars in Middle-earth. However, I also feel like that's why it can be a great movie,
Yeah, that's
because
not
those are all fantastic franchises. So I think it can be done. That movie
If done right.
was just not good.
See, I feel like I would enjoy movies of Aragon more than I would have enjoyed the books.
I did approve of Brom, who played Brom.
I improved of who played Brom. I did not play Brom. I don't know today.
I approved of Murtaugh.
Mino spoke good today.
I thought that some of
Murtaugh was fine.
honestly, I thought that a
Brom.
lot of the actors chosen
Damn it, now I have another
looked
answer.
the part.
I didn't like Aragon. Like the actor
Aragon
playing
was-
Aragon. I know. And I didn't like Rachel Weisz as Saphira.
Okay, no, I
Yeah.
figured.
Also, I want a fully animatronic dragon. This is another one I want to make, but I would also be happy if somebody else did it better. But if I doing it, my God almighty.
All right, Jesse be doing it.
Jesse can't talk today.
If I done be doing this damn movie,
You want a teleprompter?
that's not going to help.
We're at the end.
I know what I
Jesse.
want to say. My mouth ain't doing it. Teleprompter ain't going to help.
Alright.
I want a fully animatronic dragon. I want a robot dragon.
Jurassic Park.
A
style.
Jurassic
Do you
Park
want
style
that because it would
full-size
look
dragon.
Cool, or do you want it because you could ride on it? Be honest.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
But you can also, then when you get to the CGI, because
You just make it
you
look
need
better.
CGI, it would be better because you have the actual reference there. Like, okay, here's what it is. It'd be a hybrid of animatronic and CGI. That because she needs to be a character. She's not just a dragon. It's not like Game of Thrones. She's not a pet. She's not an animal. She is a person, one of the main characters of the story. She speaks. She's intelligent.
Saphira needs to be.
You need to have that connection. You need to have chemistry between a boy and a dragon. And I think a better way to do that, instead of like, here, talk to this tennis ball on a stick. It's like, here's a dragon. Talk to the dragon.
Yeah.
And you can even have whoever we cast as Saphira.
On set.
Scarlett Johansson. Why not? as they're on set talking to him.
Wow.
No, you can just do
That
what
actually would be
you-
good casting.
What
Right?
they do in Game of
I've
Thrones,
had time to plan on this.
where they
Huh.
have a person with like
no,
actual fake
like a
wings
green
on.
morph suit with a foam dragon head.
She can be
like-
motion captured while she's talking.
But she can be both. No, you can do both. You can have the actual dragon there, and then the face
Well,
is
yeah,
motion
but I'm saying like while she's saying the lines back,
yeah,
motion
exactly.
capture her at the same time.
Although she doesn't talk with her mouth, she like talks
Oh yeah,
telepathically.
telepathically.
But this is an epic series of battles and swords and dragons,
Good point.
and it needs to be done. Dallas,
Dallas.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi,
We took
guys.
away your
Talk.
comic books. Sorry.
have,
All
you,
right, so-
have you had time?
No, I got 2.
Good.
He took my first. I had 3, but 2's fine.
Your first was Artemis Fowl.
Yes.
Mm.
There's a book called Small Steps, and it is a
I know
spin-off.
Smallville.
Close. It is a spin-off of Holes,
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh.
right?
I think I read that.
Yeah.
We
I
finally
had
have one I
it.
read.
Yeah, it has. Shout out to you.
Look at me.
I think this would work a lot better after Holes came out. Obviously, like closer to it.
As I say,
Yeah.
Holes did come out. So
Yeah.
technically everything that has happened on this earth has been after Holes came out.
what? No.
Not everything.
Not
Everything
everything,
that's happened
no.
since Holes came out.
Since Holes came out, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Well, you said, never mind.
He can't talk to the comments.
Anyway,
Pretend he's not here.
Continue on.
So,
there you go.
have the first.
Working out well.
Oh Lord!
Well,
Right at
This is
the
a
end,
mess.
everything falls
can we just
apart.
wrap this up?
Anyway,
We are trying to.
Jesse, I hate you. We're gonna fight. So, Small Steps. It's a story about Armpit, aka Theodore.
Seriously?
Yes. It's what
I
happens.
did read this.
You did.
I did.
Me too. After he leaves Camp
Back
Groom
at
Lake,
this.
he goes back to whatever part of Texas he's from. And
Bad part.
the bad part.
Mhm.
Where he lives is really segregated,
Okay.
and there's like east
Racism.
and the west, kind of like Maniac McGee,
Okay.
but that's a different book for a different time.
My cousin was in that movie.
That's a fun fact. So it's funny because he was friends with Rex X-Ray.
Yeah.
And he's in the book too a little bit, and you find out the reason that they both got sent there. And Armpit has this friend. She's a little girl with cerebral palsy, however you say that. And he hangs
We
out
don't
with her,
speak
and they go to the movie theater. And some guys say something about him and the girl. It's not nice, and he pretty much just beats the crap out of them in the movie theater. So he gets sent to.
I'm having like such hardcore flashbacks because I can't remember anything that happened in the book until
Right.
you say it, and then I'm like,
Right,
oh,
and then you're like, oh, that did
yeah.
happen. Yeah, and then he gets sent to, prison camp. And they talk about the reason X-Ray got sent there. And I don't even know if you would get sent there for this in real life.
They talked about that in Holes too, didn't they?
No, this was
Did not.
not.
Then maybe I'm just remembering.
not
that
kid-friendly.
book. Yeah.
He was selling people bags of oregano, telling them it was weed.
Yeah.
I
But-
think I've heard that story.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, I know.
They don't
I did remember that before. you said it.
explicitly say weed, but Armpit is talking to
Oregano.
X-Ray about, like, why you got sent there. And X-Ray is like, well, it's not my fault that... You can't blame me for
He
what
just
they
says-
thought they were buying from
Yeah.
me. And
He
it's like,
just
yeah,
says
he was selling
oregano.
little baggies of
Mhm.
oregano. And,
I mean,
yeah,
you don't need to say what they thought it was.
exactly. So, X-Ray is a quasi-weed dealer. But, yeah, it's a really good book because it's not just Stanley. Like, you get to see,
Everybody else.
at least 2 other people, the black ones. And it's like, what were they going through after? Because we got everything before, we got during, but, like, what's the follow-up? So that's a good one. And The Ables. This is
No
a
idea what
newer
that is.
book. The Ables is written by Jeremy Scott, a.k.a. CinemaSins.
What?
Yes, he wrote a book, and I love it. It's so good. It's
I have
basically...
to read this.
Okay, let me just say it with the comparison. It's basically Sky High.
Nice.
All of the kids have disabilities.
Okay.
So it's the disabled
Not
class.
what I was expecting
Right?
when you said he wrote a book.
Oh, yeah.
Like I thought it was just gonna be like, here's everything wrong with the world.
with everything.
Just
No, it's
everything.
like a fictional
Here's why I hate apples.
young adult book. And it's interesting the way he does everything because it's a world where superheroes, people have abilities. But these kids all have...
You told me about this, I think.
Mm-hmm. These kids all have disabilities that kind of directly affect their powers. Like the protagonist is blind but telekinetic. Yeah, and it's pretty ironic. Just do not make blind jokes.
Making telekinetic blind jokes. It's
So, one of his parents is also telekinetic, and they talk to him about how to use his powers. And you look at something, you get how much you would think it would weigh, like the shape of it, and you try to make that
But you
come
can't
to you.
do that while
You
you're
can't do it
blind.
if
You
you're
have
blind.
to like hold it
So
first.
he has to do
What's the
something
point?
with like the way he learns is he takes his phone, which he's really familiar with, and he has to learn every curve and every edge and like how much the phone weighs and like lift it out of his hand. And it's a really interesting way to see.
Defeats the purpose of telekinesis.
Why?
You have to like actually touch the
I know,
thing.
That's how
what
he
I'm
learns
saying.
it. That's not
Just
how he
saying.
does
It's
it with everything.
I hope not. God.
And there's a kid who
Let me touch this building.
is basically Charles Xavier. He reads minds and is in a wheelchair. There's a kid who can be Giant Man, like Ant-Man. He
Nice.
gets really big,
But he's scared of
but
heights.
he has breathing issues, so it takes a lot out of him, and he basically passes out whenever he does
Oh,
it.
nice.
So all
Like
these
You
Ant-Man.
kids,
don't have any orange slices.
yes.
I can't, man.
So all of these kids have these wonderful abilities, but they have to work around their disabilities to use them. And that's an interesting enough story in itself.
Yeah.
But also, there's an evil guy, and he has like the most terrifying powers. Like there's stories about him, like he's gonna come back, and he was horrible, and all of the adults we have to protect ourselves from him.
Like
But
Walter.
it's so far back that people are like, it's basically the people who believe he's gonna come back are like this weird cult in the city that they're like,
Voldemort.
yeah, like
Kinda like
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Like there's like this weird Death Eater cult. Like, he's gonna come back, and they're like, you guys are crazy. That's a myth. But it's just so good and it's so interesting. And Jeremy himself has said if it becomes a movie, he wants Brad Bird to do it,
Nice.
and that is perfect.
It does sound like a
because,
good match.
Like,
Now, is
that
he
would be
gonna
amazing.
CinemaSins his own movie?
I'm sure he would. I think
I
he
would.
would have to
You would.
because
I would.
his
If
own
that's what I'm
tagline
known
is
for.
"No movies without sin,"
That's true.
and he would have to send it story wise, like it'd be amazing. But yeah, I want that movie
Yay.
so much.
What about your re-adaptation?
I don't have one.
Yeah,
Fine,
no.
then, whatever.
That leaves me because I
That
asked the
leaves
question. So I'm
you.
last. Me and Colin already mentioned wanting to do Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
My other one is the Beautiful Creatures series by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll, which is technically a re-adaptation. They already made the first movie, which was decent.
You got Han Solo from it.
We did get Han Solo from it. I did fall in love with Alden Ehrenreich because of that movie. He did a great job as the lead character. Has a great cast, but the movie just wasn't executed properly. There were just certain things about that first book that were missing. There's a certain tone to it that's not there. And certain things that are set up in the first book become really important in the second, third, and fourth book. And the director who also wrote the movie said that he didn't read the books after the first one. So when you
Nice.
go and watch the first movie, it's kind of like you've combined characters that cannot be combined because they each serve separate purposes. Once
Yeah,
you
it
get
sounds
to
like how the
later
Harry Potter
books.
series was made, kind of.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it was one of those things where I was like, oh, it's a decent movie, but you've messed up. Like, there are things that you've set up that now need to be, like,
Decent's being kind.
undone. The first book is very much kind of a historical romance, kind of supernatural novel. It's about this boy who finds out he's been having dreams about this girl. The girl moves into town. He's never met her before. She moves into town. He keeps hearing this weird song, and she plays the song. He hears her playing it. Stop it. No. It's called 16 Moons. One day, stop it. So we're trying to wrap this up. So one day he's driving home from school in like this storm, and suddenly she appears in the middle of the road. Her car is broken down. He drives her home, and she lives with like her uncle, who's kind of like the town shut-in that everybody's afraid of, who's played by Jeremy Irons in the movie.
Jeremy Irons keeps getting cast, and we're like, yeah, Jeremy Irons
Great,
should be good,
yes,
but then he's just not.
But he's great.
Or sorry, yeah, he is. His character is
He's great. His character's great, but they also got his character wrong. In the books, he's an incubus.
kind of like Brom.
But in the movie, they make him it turns out that the girl that the main character falls in love with, she is this thing called a caster. She's basically a witch. And she has this thing where when she turns on her 16th birthday, she is to be claimed either for the dark or the light. If she is claimed for the light, every person who is dark in her family will die. And if she's claimed for the dark, everybody who's light in her family will
That was
die.
in the movie.
That wasn't in the movie.
I thought that was in the movie.
They mention the claim for dark or light, but they don't mention
The consequences.
the consequences of her being either. It's just like, oh, she's really powerful, so if she's dark, she's dark. She's like, obviously you don't want to be dark because you're dark. But her
racist.
cousin is dark, and she's my favorite character in the entire
Back to
book.
racism.
Shut up. So, but yeah, so the first book is it kind of goes into like, you know, historical romance because their ancestors were in love with one another, and that's the reason why this curse came to be. Is because her great grandmother brought back his great grandfather.
I forgot I read this book.
You did. I made him
Me and
read
his
this.
book.
I made him
Oh,
read
I
this
did
book.
read
What was yours called?
Small steps.
Thank you.
The second book, Beautiful Darkness, is kind of a race against time sort of novel, which is really great. It's one of my favorites in the series. Beautiful Chaos was an apocalyptic novel where they're trying to stop the apocalypse from happening because of the aftermath of what they've done in the last book. And then the fourth book is mainly from Beyond the Grave, and that's all I'll say about that.
Bones, Lost Bones. What was that one? Lost.
Oh, Lovely
Lovely.
Bones.
Lovely Bones.
Oh my
thank you.
god, please
Oh, no.
redo that one.
That could be a good one. Could be redone.
But yeah, so I love the fact that every book in the series is kind of a different genre. So it would be like every movie is just a different thing
That would
for
be
you
cool.
to watch and for you to advertise it as, okay, well, this was this way, but this movie's going to be like this, and this movie's going to be like this. But it's also really cool. I thought one of the cool things about the movie that they did, though, was that there was a lot of practical effects, more so than CGI, so I'd want to do that again, and then add CGI into it.
Animatronic dragons.
There are no dragons involved in the series.
This is your movie now. You do what you want.
I'm not putting dragons in the series.
Dragons make every
I
series
want
better.
I want this series to be as novel accurate as possible. There are incubi in the series. though.
Incubuses?
Incubi. So casters, incubi, magic, humans, awesomeness. So yeah, that's what I want.
Don't
That's
know
what
if
I
that picked
do.
up on
I want
the
to.
mic or not.
I want to make that book into another movie.
Yeah. This is supposed to
So-
be the shortest part of our podcast. And
It was, but
Kayla's
It's not
back,
done.
and she
Hi.
moved the camera like a rude person.
I tried.
Are you on camera?
Like-
I don't think she's
like
on camera. Is she on
lower.
camera? Yeah, we
Is it
care.
better?
Perfect.
Perfect.
damn.
It's Kayla.
So,
Okay.
Kayla has one.
So I really like reading.
You do
She's
really
an
like reading.
avid
She's
reader.
the most avid of readers.
No, I
So
think Jordan was the most avid of readers.
Well, Jordan didn't read
Fight
the
me.
Ables until like 2 years after I gave it to him.
Book fight.
Wait, tell about Jordan. Have you finished the Ables? Cool. So yeah, Jordan.
So I have So the book that I want to be made into a movie or a TV show is the series is Ranger's Apprentice.
Okay.
I
I can
you
see
read
that.
it?
I read the first book and I liked it.
I like
I
it.
think we
wanted
know
to
somebody who's
continue.
read them.
You
Cliff
know me.
Has read
Cliff
all
wanted
of
to do
them.
the Bartimaeus trilogy too.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
that's
Bartimaeus!
right, yeah.
Cliff wants us to make. Those.
I love that trilogy. But
We get started.
I want Ranger's Apprentice because it doesn't have anything supernatural in it. It's very down to earth.
Boring.
I don't know what she said though.
He's right in her ear.
So, anyways, I like it a lot. I think it's a great mentor-mentee relationship because it's a ranger. A ranger is seen as like kind of like they're suspicious because everybody else is like simple.
Is it like Lord of the Rings Ranger or
No,
So,
well,
like,
because Aragorn was a ranger?
the Watchers on
remember
the
I
Wall.
don't know
well,
what they
but-
were, so I don't know what he
Honestly,
did
Aragorn.
as a ranger.
I kind of pictured the main character as like acting like Aragorn, but looking more like Danny DeVito.
I didn't
What?
see Danny DeVito. because
Hold
it was
on,
supposed to be
Kayla. This movie
I
needs to
always
get made.
thought Paul
Wait a
was
minute.
supposed to be like this, like Aragorn, and then he's described as like short and bald and not very intimidating.
He's not bald.
I thought he was.
No, he cuts his hair. His hair is
Oh,
messed
that's
up all
what
the
it is.
time.
That's what it is.
He's one
It
of
is
those
not
guys.
this day.
He's one of those guys that's so like just rough into himself that he'll like cut his hair with like his knife. He'll just like cut it off himself. But anyways, I like that
Badass.
series a lot. I've reread it numerous times all the way through, even until
there's a
even
lot of those
onto
books.
his. There are a good amount.
There's a lot of
10?
all of
There's
our
like
series that we
12.
mentioned.
There's like 12 of
Tables.
those. The Lost stories, which are like just a whole bunch of short stories, and then he's made a spin-off series called The Brother Band. And
Where do
I
these
love
people
those.
find time?
Oh my God, go read them. They're amazing. They're supposed to
There's
be for
54 of
younger
these.
But those are
And
short.
that's not including this.
Those
Yeah.
are short.
And don't even get me started on Goosebumps. But
That's big.
Also short.
I have two. Oh my God, look at that.
It's big.
This is big.
They have that has a lot of really like this.
no.
This is how big the lettering is.
no, I can't see.
Anyways, so I have two adaptations that I want.
All right.
That one.
No. One is actually not really. It's TV show to movie, which
Okay.
I think you guys will agree is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ah! Yes. Yes.
I can't agree with this because
Oh
I
my
only got
God.
to
we
episode
need a
8.
better.
Oh my
we
god.
just need it.
Do you guys want to talk on this?
Please
wanna
no,
shit?
that would take us days.
That's
That could be
Okay,
its own
let's just say-
podcast.
Here's
no,
the thing.
honestly-
I've literally had a conversation with a coworker
That's
about how
next
you make
podcast.
6 movies and it works. And
Yes.
it's great, and we do it, and let's.
I feel like you
do it.
could do it in a trilogy.
How long did
I
that
like 6
conversation
movies
take,
better.
though?
Okay.
But
I
you
mean,
could do
it
one
took a
book
little
per movie.
while, but you could, but I kind of
I like the movies. Point is, that might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
It was
Really?
hard.
Okay,
It was
here's the
hard.
thing.
Maybe.
Dragon Wars.
Dragon Wars was fun. It was so stupid. It was fun. Nobody watching this knows what movie that is, but we all know what Last Airbender is because it won't go away. It's still huge.
Dragon Wars exists. By
I
the
don't know
way.
why, but I know what Dragon Wars is.
I've seen it too. It's horrendous.
Listen,
I don't
but
think
everybody
anyone
else
really
we
saw
talk
it.
to, nobody
Seen it.
believes us.
Oh god,
I
it's
haven't
horrible.
seen
It's
it,
like
but I know
it's
what
like the
it
state
is.
of Arizona. I'm not sure
But
it
I
exists.
enjoyed it every step of the way.
Alienate the
It was
Arizona
ridiculous.
audience.
My second
I'm okay with it.
adaptation is actually a book to movie, which is Ella Enchanted.
There it is.
I liked Ella Enchanted.
Yeah, it
You
was
said
horrid.
re-adaptation.
Readaptation.
Oh, you said re. I didn't hear the
It
re
was
part.
horrid. Have you read the book of
No.
Ella Enchanted? Okay, so they got only the names right, and
They
nothing
didn't even
else.
get that in
You
Last
can say the
Airbender.
same thing about the Princess Diaries adaptation.
I didn't read the book,
but
so
at
I
least
can't
that's a good
speak on
movie.
it.
So
It's funny that Anne
movie
Hathaway is
is
in
a
both.
treasure.
So it's,
that movie is a
so
treasure.
my thing is,
her grandma's
Ella Enchanted the movie is cool. It's a funny movie. I like it.
So it's the way
well
that I feel
enough.
about Percy Jackson movies.
Yeah, like it's not. It's not at all like the books
But
at
it's
all.
fun.
It's fun, and if they had used different names, I would have liked it
Do
fine.
you want to sit?
No, I'm cool. We're about to end, but
Are we?
but Ella Enchanted is one of my favorite books. It's a short, simple Cinderella story that is just so. It's just a really great story about this girl who is strong and everything. And the musical thingy that they made with Anne Hathaway is so not
I've never
what
seen
it
that movie
is.
all the way through,
Like,
so-
I would recommend going to read Ella Enchanted. It's a short book. You'll get through it fast.
I thought it was Liv Tyler. It's been a long time.
Liv Tyler.
I thought it was Liv Tyler in that movie.
No, it was Anne Hathaway.
Definitely
Yeah,
Anne
I believe
It was.
It makes more sense in my head.
her.
But when I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, that was
Like
Liv Tyler,
like
right?
Anne Hathaway didn't even look like how the girl's supposed to look. But
She
whatever.
looked like Liv Tyler.
So that's one. If we're going for books and movie, Ella Enchanted is not. It's nowhere near
The
what
reason
it's
why
supposed
me and Colin want to do Percy
Yeah.
Jackson over again.
to be. That's why
I think Last Airbender wins.
Well, okay, see
Even
that one.
though
I
it
don't
wasn't really
count
book to
because-
movie.
It's not a book.
Yeah,
I know.
It's not a book.
Although
That was-
technically,
They have books.
each season is called a book.
It's not a book.
Don't do that.
Just saying.
It's not a
they
novel.
call them books.
Wait, we said novel. We
Yeah,
specifically
it's
said
not-
novel
it's
at the
not-
beginning
it's
of this
comic book.
That's true.
conversation.
There's not 100 episodes per season.
Yeah, I added that just because I need that to be remade.
All right, guys. So I think we should
Good note to end on.
wrap up. That was fun. We did that personal question way longer than we.
I know that was supposed to be like the wrap up
But
shortest
we started
part.
talking
and
about each book because we really
we're
liked
avid
them.
readers.
We are avid
We're
readers.
avid readers. What can we say? All right.
These are all fantastic series.
So that was our episode of Double Tap.
That's episode something rather.
4,
of
I
Double
think.
Tap.
5.
Sure.
5.
One of those.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 3 and 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Read the Ables. So we're gonna.
I think that's it. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, comment below.
Give us your
What
opinions on
series
any.
would you like to
What
see
series would
adapted?
you like?
Yeah.
There you
Give
go.
us give your opinions on anything that we've discussed in this past probably hour.
We sound like real YouTubers now. Look at us.
Oh.
We're getting there.
You
Little
want
by
to do?
little.
Do we do social media after Double Taps?
Not usually.
We
But
can.
The reshoots on Twitter and Instagram and all the other stuff.
Just follow the reshoots.
And follow the reshoots. Cool. Bye, guys.
Oh yes.
thank you, Colin.
Hello, world. I'm Jesse.
I'm the shit.
I'm the shit. He's the shit.
I was gonna say
are you jealous?
I'm jealous. Then I was like, nope, I'm
No,
not that man.
This is the shit right
Yeah,
here.
you want to switch for today? I'm Colin.
No.
No.
So what are we doing? How are we doing this?
you be a returning
still-
guest.
Recurring
That's a
guest.
thing. Yeah.
Until
Or
I come
weekly guest.
Because also she's gonna leave.
until I come back.
Of-
These are
Yeah,
a weekly
but-
podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm about to.
The only one she missed was last week. Other than that, she
I've,
was
I've missed 2
The thing
podcasts.
is, she's going to be gone for a while.
True.
Yeah.
true.
So
we
I
don't want to
feel
say
like
we're
yeah.
the reshoots. Bye.
Apparently that makes
Are we still rolling?
Uh-huh.
We're still rolling.
All right, so
This is a
All right.
blooper.